All right.
Cool.
Who wants to lead in? Oh, we have the song, by the way. Should we use it or edit it in later?
No,
Play it.
use it, yeah.
Play it, yeah.
All right, well, here you go. Episode 200, and we're here, we're ready, and you're listening to the band Houndskull, also among our listeners. Their links, their Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all in the description. Check them out. I love them. Thanks for letting us use your music once again. Jackson, want to take us in and explain what we're going to do today?
Yeah, it's episode 200. It's a pretty big milestone for any podcast, let alone us. We didn't think we'd make it even 10 episodes in, so 200 is quite the accomplishment. And to be quite honest, it's not possible without a few people that you don't usually see. So we decided to have those people on to kind of give them the spotlight for an episode to let you all know who these wonderful people are. These are the people that make the show possible. So our first guest today is the wonderful, I don't know if I'm allowed to use his full name, but it's the wonderful Matt Phillips. I'm going to unmute Matt Phillips right now. Never mind, I can't unmute him. Can anyone else unmute him?
He just decided
I
not
got
to
it
show
myself.
up today.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, there he is.
How's it going?
Matthew.
Hi, Matt. I like that you start this off just by giving everybody my full name. This is great.
Yeah, I was. Should I give you your address as well?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Your social?
Send
Go
thank you
ahead.
letters.
Yeah,
And
I need
email
my fan
address. His business email.
Yes.
I'll put my number in chat.
So, Matt, you have done a good handful of things besides this podcast that some of the listeners might recognize you for. Why don't you fill them in on some of your other cameos?
Oh, Lord. So I most famously was the drummer in 2019 Guy. I played the waifu pillow. I was the guy that Andrew pushed over in Obsession.
At the window. Neckbeard number 3, I believe.
An illustrious
Official
career.
credits. Yeah, put it on your IMDb, man.
Yes, it's, I try to stay low key. I'm the guy who wears the hazmat suit for the P.O. box. I'll peel that curtain back for everybody.
Oh, you ruined the illusion.
I know. It's ruined. The whole show's done now. And that's about
Do
it. That's
these,
my whole career.
Yeah, do these credits ever come up in your business negotiations with our advertisers?
Of course. I tried to get a couple advertisements for the hazmat suit guy, but that didn't go well. But he makes an appearance here and there.
Naturally.
So, Matt,
So, Matt's job... Go ahead, sorry.
go ahead.
You can do it.
Nah,
Well,
you
we're
go
also
ahead.
eager to talk to Matt.
I know, I'm so excited because
Please
200
explain
episodes.
more about me.
Yeah, so Matt's job, for those of you who don't know, he is our money man. This is the boy who rakes in our sponsors, does our negotiations, keeps us afloat, helps me pay my
But he's
rent.
more than that, Matt. He's more than that, Andrew. He's also our professional friend. He
is.
says many nice words.
He's our professional business friend first, and then our money
I
man.
make them money, and then they pay me to be their friend.
Yeah.
It's a
standard
it's a closed
transaction.
loop.
He takes a cut. Let's say.
Right.
For friendship's sake.
Exactly.
As
It's
all
the
friends do.
friendship
To
cut.
keep the friendship alive and strong.
So with all of that, I just want to make it clear, if you ever don't like an ad or you're sick of me
That's it.
saying that something is free, it's Matt's fault, and you should blame him, and now you have his info, and
Email
you can
him.
message him about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, email Matt if you don't
every
like
ad
it.
is my fault. Just send it with the fan mail to my address that Kai is providing you.
If you ever want to boycott us because we've done something overtly, offensive,
that's me too.
Feel free to, send it to Matt so he can put it in the spam bin, and we can keep on going. On that note, Matt, I was
Wait,
going to
Matt
ask.
makes us say sexist stuff. That's Matt. That's Matt doing that.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you guys need.
Sure, you'll be
Okay.
our honeypot for complaints.
We have a scapegoat.
I was going to ask. So, Matt, what was the most awkward, or has there been any awkward situations where you had to explain to any advertisers what the fuck we had
Yes,
just done and why
absolutely.
it was justified? Okay, tell us a little.
You're the worst one by far. Well, there was there was two. One was Jackson.
But
We did.
We had to explain that we had a Jackson on the show.
They just didn't understand.
Why is he
understand
doing
that there
the
was an
ads in stupid
Australian.
Australian slang?
Right, what is that voice? No, so there was a time you guys had a guest on a Blue Apron episode, and he helped with the read, and Jackson offered the codes that they give you guys to try the meals to the guest.
Oh,
And I
right,
got
yeah.
a call 10 minutes after the episode aired, just very, very upset that Jackson was giving away the codes instead of using the meals. And I listened through, and it's
I
just
did it once.
Jackson literally
It was
goes,
out of
they give us
friendship and
free
kindness."
codes, so you can have those. And then
No, I said you could have one. I said you could have one because he helped do the
yeah.
ad read.
And then the worst
He
by
earned
far
it.
was snow teeth whitening,
Really?
which was the day I learned not to tell you guys you could go crazy and say whatever the hell you
Yeah.
want in the ad, because that one, I was on a plane and I barely got a chunk of the episode through with the ad, and I was mortified listening to it. So they were not
did you
happy
say?
with us.
Yeah, what did we do?
The whole thing was extremely sexual. Started talking about how they go. You went really in depth on how they whiten your teeth, essentially, in just the worst way possible.
I don't even remember
Have you learned
that.
your lesson, Matt?
Yeah, I did.
The one I remember is Dollar Shave Club, the famous Dollar Shave Club.
Wasn't that one of our first ads too?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think I was here for
I think that was
one.
before
That
Matt.
was
That was
before
before
Matt.
Matt.
That
Yeah.
was we were still
I
with
know.
Audio Boom, I think.
Yeah.
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 What happened on that one?
We went kind of wild with Dr. Carver's shaving butter. We called it everything but that. We called it Dr. Plutonium's ass cream and Dr. Manhattan's dick balls or whatever.
We pretty much insulted their product to their face.
That's still my favorite, probably.
If you were there, Matt, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I would have tried to rein it in. That, like I said, I learned my lesson after snow teeth whitening. He gave us a second chance, and the second one was slightly better, but not by a large margin. So that's why we no longer have them.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Blue Apron came back to us, though. They got over you.
On average, how many advertisers do you think we've lost and not gotten back because of, us being us?
Because of the content, not too many. I'd say 2 or 3, luckily. You guys aren't horrible. I make sure everybody listens to you ahead of time so that they know what they're getting into. You know what? We also lost Express, not ExpressVPN, Express, the clothing store.
Good.
They ran with you guys, and then I got a message saying, like, hey, we didn't know the show was that bad.
Was that their words? It's that bad?
Yeah, something like that. They're like, this is the worst show ever created, so we can't work with you.
Hey.
Wow.
Well then,
Matt,
oh.
that was my follow-up question. Have you ever reached out to people and asked for them to come on, and they've been like, "Oh God, no, we're not associating with that show, Jesus Christ," or any of that?
No, nobody's ever really been rude about it, since I normally talk to, like when I used to get the guests and stuff, I would talk to agents, and they were all really nice and everything about it. I got you guys by far your most favorite and famous episode. I completely forget his name. He was walking his dog during
David
it.
Cross.
David Cross.
That was
Matt.
Fuck you.
Yeah, another
That was
hate mail to
Matt.
send Matt. He's the one who brought David Cross on the show, so
yeah.
go ahead and...
We
Now
made
you
sure
deserve
not to
to
tell
tell
Kaya
us
that one
downhill.
because he'd hate me. Yep, that was me. Well, the whole thing
forgive you.
was his agent also worked with Bob Saget, and I was trying to get you guys Bob Saget. And
He's like a package deal.
yeah, it was kind of like a stepping stone, and it never got to the end.
Still, that was not our fault. If you're booked for a gig, fucking show up. Don't walk your dog and do it on a fucking phone. That's
Right.
entirely on him. I do not accept any for the ads that we lost. All on us. That's not us. That's all,
All
him.
on Matt.
Yeah.
That's Matt's job.
So conversely,
Yeah, no, that's my fault.
Matt, any advertisers, like, has there been any time where they actually were really, really happy with us, or have you ever received
Yeah,
any
you guys
praise?
have a lot. Honey, actually, who is your advertiser today, loves you guys. I think they've been with
Tell
you
us
for
about
almost
them.
all 3 years. Oh, Lord. I can't do the ad reads. I just secure them.
Yeah, it's in his contract.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not allowed to do the reads, I'm prohibited. But no, Honey loves you guys. They constantly tell me how amazing you are. ExpressVPN loves you guys, and I know you love them, Kaya.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Those are the two big ones.
Well, there are two favorites too. We'll
There you
say.
go. Until the next episode when we have others, then they're the favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the
Whoever
favorites.
happens to be our ad of the episode is our current favorite.
Right,
just saying.
exactly.
Whoever's paying.
My love has a price. Speaking of, Andrew, want to tell us about Honey then?
Oh, you're goddamn right. I want to tell you about Honey. Everyone, listen. We all shop online. We've all seen promo code fields. We've all scrounged around going, oh boy, geez. I want to buy something. I want to use a promo code. I want to save money, but I don't have any. What do I do? This is the worst. And then you maybe even think about not buying anything, but luckily, there's Honey, which is a free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones to your items in your shopping cart. Now you might say, well, that sounds great for like the big boys, some of the bigger retailers maybe, but what about if I shop at like weird specific websites or import stores or whatever? Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech to gaming products to fashion brands and even food delivery. You want to get some pizza? You think Honey doesn't have a coupon for that? Why don't you give it a try, smart man? Maybe you don't know. Maybe Honey will have it. I personally use Honey all the time. And in fact, speaking of fashion brands, I bought the shirt that I'm wearing right now and used the Honey code. And I saved about a handful of shirts. I saved like $8 and did nothing. I did literally nothing. And I saved money on it.
It saves the money
crazy?
for you. It tells you from the corner,
really
hey, dummy, you
does.
can save money. You don't even have to click and see if you can save money. It tells you by itself. By the way, if you're wondering, how can this even be free? Andrew's about to tell you that it's free. How can it be? Well, Honey is backed by PayPal. They have deep pockets. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's free. You can literally get it in the browser
Don't ask
extension store.
questions.
But if you want to help us out, please get it at joinhoney.com/official so they know that we sent you. And it's what, Andrew? Free.
It is literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you're doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. You can get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/official. That's joinhoney.com/official. If you don't already have it, you could be missing out on free savings. And did I mention it's free?
Was
Thank
that
you.
good enough for you, Matt?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
man,
great.
how was that?
You're not only supporting the podcast, you make sure I can eat dinner tonight.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Now you can claim that you personally live supervised the ad read.
Yes, exactly. I'll have to be doing this more often. I'll come in for every ad read.
Yeah, live editing of it.
That was beautiful, Andrew.
Thank you, Matt. I try really hard.
To make Matt proud.
Matt, what's your favorite part of being part of our team? Is it playing with my sex toys? Is it doing the advertiser stuff? What do you love the most?
Oh Lord. I'd have to say, yeah, not the sex toys specifically, but definitely making
Surprising.
the actual content. Pulling back the curtain, seeing what happens back there, getting to be a part of it. The rest of the day, I just sit in the office and do emails and phone calls. So that's never too exciting, but actually getting to make the content's fun. Why, is this where you announce I'm the surprise fifth guest of the show moving forward?
Yeah, the fifth host.
Yes, I've been waiting. I've been writing you a letter every week asking.
Yeah, you got to pump up
Trying
your
to
resume.
build up the confidence.
That's why you got him the P.O. box so you could slip the letter and be there.
I didn't know
Oh,
where else to
Charlie.
send a mail.
Yeah, Charlie, look what randomly came in your P.O. box. Oh, have
Everybody's
Matt on the
asking me to
show.
be on the show more.
Yeah,
So
look at
weird.
these- all these messages written in crayon asking for Matt on the host. The host.
This one spelled it
Also
out in
for-
newspaper clippings.
For some reason, they also say from Matt at the bottom. Isn't that weird?
Isn't
It must
this
be
your
a different
address,
one.
Yeah, with your return address.
Matt?
Charlie, do you know my address?
Oh fuck no! I have no
I
idea. I
didn't
just know
think
where you
so.
live.
I'll be honest with you. I've ran through something before. I think Monique was out of town, and I thought, like, if I have to rely on a friend to come over here and save me, the closest is Charlie, and there's no way he knows how to get to my house again.
He's going to get lost
Yes.
on the way
There's
there.
we are 5 minutes away from each other, and there's 0% chance you save my life.
I know,
No.
like the general ballpark. I'd probably park in a parking lot at a store nearby and just kind of sniff my way around
Just
like a
start
dog.
running.
Yeah, see if I could find your scent somewhere.
Matt's already fucking dead by that point. Bleeding
Well,
out of
that'd
his
be good.
bathroom
I'll
floor.
smell a little more pungent for him to find me then.
Yeah.
You're giving me some
Not-
softball questions here.
Do you want like a hardball question? What were you expecting?
I don't know. It's just
I think we know what he was expecting.
yeah.
Give him the real humdinger question, Charlie.
I don't
Oh,
want your normal humdinger questions. I just was expecting more.
It sounds like you wanted it.
I did not.
Right, here it comes.
I wanted
Charlie, give it to
anything
him.
but it, to be honest.
Hit him, Charlie.
Let's make him talk about his wiener.
It's too late now. You like masturbating?
I love it. It's my favorite pastime, but I was actually telling, it was either Danny or Jackson before this, I was trying to think of a good story in case you guys asked. All of the stories I have are yours, Charlie.
You have
Why do you know when Charlie masturbates?
Because I've heard him tell the
Why do you
stories. So the
masturbate
only
him?
things that go, oh, you guys didn't know that was part of my job title.
Charlie's masturbator.
Personal helper in quotes.
Assistant, sure.
But yeah, no, I just.
Does he like text you in the middle of the night? I got a new one for you, Matt.
Matt, you're never going to believe what just happened.
Get ready for this one.
Are you about to
It all
meet
comes
him?
with being the intern.
Yeah, exactly. He for a while, anytime I'd call him, would answer the phone in just very rude ways, and I thought I'd have to sue him for sexual harassment for sure.
Oh yeah, we
Moan?
could expose Charlie on that one. Matt, you probably have this a lot. Charlie almost always answers the phone with "What's up, pussy?"
Yeah,
No, for Matt, every time Matt calls me, which will be like sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, I give him the dumbest fucking answers. Like sometimes I'll sing to him, other times I'll insult him. I try and keep him on
was
his
driving
toes.
the other day with Monique, so you came across through the speaker and you answered the phone and you just started singing my name for a solid 5 to 10 seconds. And Monique, I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You guys don't do that to your friends? I think that's
Yeah,
the most
I know.
normal thing. I completely relate to
Same.
Charlie on that.
It's so much fun to just like answer or talk to your friend in a weird way to kick off a conversation. I love that shit.
And it's almost
It is
every
good.
time you answer and say, "Give me the good news," it's typically bad news. And every time you
Yeah.
answer and say, like, "What the fuck do you want?" it's always good news.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. It's an
Yep.
inverse
It's
relationship.
very odd.
I also, I don't even know if Matt knows this, but a lot of times when Matt calls, I'm either taking a shit or peeing, and I just let it ride.
I think half the
you know
time I
that he's
say,
taking
"Are
a
you
shit?"
taking a piss?" and you say yes.
You asked me that? I don't even remember.
Yes, it is not a quiet process.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of where I get my masturbatory stories from.
Yeah. Well, go
Speaking
ahead and tell
of
us
Matt's,
a masturbation.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
What was the question?
Tell
How
us
do you
something
masturbate?
crazy when you,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we want to hear
masturbation
about your
story.
wiener, Matt.
give us a
Come on.
story. Come on.
Lord.
There's only one time we're able to sexually harass you, and it's now. We're gonna take our
Charlie
chance.
does it every
Come on.
day. He makes me be in his videos for Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Last week he
That's
threw
true.
a dildo at my head to hit a peach off of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is a weekly occurrence. I have no good stories for you on that topic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm,
Oh, it sucks.
Never slapped your wiener around in a creative way?
No, I can't say I have.
Goddamn.
I'm a boring
lie.
plain Jane man.
Well, you heard it here first.
I guess
the
it's
most
good that we.
disappointing guest in our 200
Oh,
episodes.
that one got me a couple friend requests on Discord. That's worrying.
I guess it's good that we preserve
They
your
want to
dignity,
show you.
being the
Yes,
face
thank
of
They
our
want to show you how to
podcast.
improve in that respect.
Yeah, this is the guy who's supposed to be making you money.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he should be jerking off more. Keep him on his game.
Yeah, you're representing us. You're our
Yeah,
ambassador.
that's true. I'm very off-brand. I'll make sure to do that in my next meetings.
yeah, you can just go with full Louis C.K. and just start jerking off whenever you talk to someone on
Oh,
the
yeah.
phone.
Hey, when you start seeing those ad dollars come through a little quicker, you'll understand why.
Ah, yeah, a little tingle.
I'm sensing something.
What was your question going to be, Kaya?
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. It's probably something about how. Oh, yeah, Matt, would you like to be also the money man for my other podcast, the P-Pod? It's we have
Sure.
illustrious episodes. Jackson, Charlie, they've all been guests on it. We record ourselves peeing, and that's about it. So if there's anyone...
Wait, I've been a guest on the P-Pod?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
Guests don't necessarily need to consent to be on the show, Jackson.
Just like Charlie said about peeing on the phone call, that's all he needs.
He's got to record it.
That's episode 4 right there, baby.
Oh, well.
Cool.
All right.
Can add that to my resume then. I didn't know. Matt, is there anything else you want to say to the audience, or any other stories you want to throw out there?
No.
Or do you have any questions for us?
What's your favorite thing and least favorite thing I've ever done? Let's make this about me.
David Cross.
Peer performance review.
Least favorite.
Hey, that's the least favorite thing I've ever done too. But then I got you guys. There was the guy who made bread, Tom Papa.
Tom Papa was
a
he was great.
sweetheart.
I loved
Yeah.
Tom Papa.
Yeah,
And
he
then
was
the,
great.
Papa was great.
Who was the comedian that I got you guys? I think he was
Sloss.
Daniel
Sloss?
Sloss?
Yes, he was also a sweetheart.
he was also great.
He ran over to Best Buy before the episode to get a mic for it. So he
Aw.
was incredible.
Yeah.
Plus, you make us lots
Like
of
the
money,
opposite
so
of
that's
what
my
David
favorite
Cross
thing.
did.
Right, that's fair. That tends to be people's favorite things. Anybody else? Great things I do for you.
Matt is always willing to do like anything for content. Like for the last week, he was looking for that poopsy unicorn that I made that video on because I wanted to try it. Matt, every time he went out into the world, he'd check Walmart and Target until he finally found it yesterday at Super Target with his girlfriend. That's
Yeah, and then apparently you still made him buy like 10 boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh cards too.
No, they didn't
He was
have
out
them.
there.
They didn't have any, so it was only the poopsy.
He did ask for Pokemon cards on top of it, though.
Yeah, they
Alright,
just didn't
that's
have
good.
any.
Yeah.
What kind of toy store doesn't have Pokemon cards?
It,
not a
it
toy
was
store.
a Target. It's like a, I don't know, grocery store type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's, I put it yesterday. I'm basically Charlie's Uber Eats or Shipped of anything. I have
Oh, God.
like just so much random shit in the back of my car for him right now.
Yeah.
Monique was so
Yeah, also
upset that I got
Santa.
thanked and she didn't.
That's true. That's true. I felt really bad. I just didn't know if she wanted her name attached
Yeah, no,
to
I
the
figured that
poopsy
was the right
unicorn.
play by you. Good call.
Yeah.
Now you can thank her now, Charlie.
Yeah, thank you, Monique, for going on that mission as well.
All right, I'll relay the message.
Yeah, make sure she gets that.
Wow, I feel so loved right now. Not by Jackson, but that's okay.
Whoa. I
We
was
do
gonna
love
say, I
you,
think my
Matt.
favorite thing about Matt is that we play games nearly every day. And that's he's a good friend. One of the best friends.
Oh, this is too wholesome now.
Anyone else got cool Matt news?
My favorite
Andrew?
thing about Matt is just his presence.
Oh.
We did like the go-kart video shoot. We did the music video stuff. and
Yeah, anytime
every
Andrew and I are
time-
together, it's something huge and cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just this warm aura that comes from talking to Matt, because we always have that moment during like doing fun little things where it's like, oh, it's Matt. Great to see you. And he always has a nice, fun thing to say.
You guys are gonna make me cry.
Yeah,
Aw, get out
He's a
of
hell
here.
of an ad man too.
yeah, get out, because we have to bring on Danny.
All right, well, you guys have fun. Thanks for having me on. Goodbye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank
you,
Matt,
you
for
do.
Thanks for
all
all
that you
your
do.
hard work, Matt.
Oh,
I'm sure I'll talk to you 3 times today.
yeah, I'll call you when the episode's done. Bye, guys.
Sounds good, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Matt Phillips. Remember the name?
Yep.
The world's premier ad man.
If you hate the ads or sometimes the guest, Matt is the one to complain to.
Anything negative with the show, really, that comes from Matt. Anything positive was us. Speaking of our show, we have another guest about to join us. This one is, I'm not going to say his full name. This one's Danny. He is probably the world's best editor. I'm trying to find his name in the list.
Danny, since you're the editor and you're going to edit this episode too, give yourself some really cool theme music right here.
Oh, give yourself like some cool special effects. He also edited
yeah,
the Real
go
to Me
apeshit.
music
We still
video
got
with
music.
all
Maybe we
those.
should just...
Come on, Danny.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey! it's
Hello.
Danny.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going good, Danny. How are you, Danny?
I'm good, Jackson.
Danny was very, I guess, reserved about coming on the show. I think he was the most nervous out of any of the guests. So Everyone, please give Danny the warmest regards. He's our special editor boy.
Danny, do
He's one of
yourself
the
a favor.
cutest men.
Edit in a round of applause for yourself right now.
Just ruckus applause. Standing ovation. So I'm just gonna jump right in, Danny. Worst tedious thing that you ever had to edit out of our bullshit?
You know, honestly, you guys are really good in that you've been recording for a while, so you guys all know how to keep your sound down. The only times it gets bad is when a guest has like audio that'll double one of your tracks, or when Charlie's dogs are going insane. Those are really the only things that are difficult about you guys.
So there's been no real topics that you've had to edit out or wanted to edit out because they were too boring or anything like that?
Not that I can remember, honestly. Even before I started editing for you guys, which, if I remember, was like around when you guys had Michael Reeves on. I had been listening for a while because Matt and I are good friends, and he had told me about his involvement with Charlie and the show and all that. So I was like, oh, I'll give him a listen, and I was really into it. And then I got to start editing. So basically, when I'm editing for you guys, it's just like I get to watch the show.
That's so cute.
Nice.
You might not know this actually. So before we brought you on, or whoever else, we kind of bounced around between Jackson, Kaya, and I editing the show, and
What
there
the
was.
fuck?
You
guys edited like 3 episodes
I
of the bonus
edited
episode.
every single bonus. I did every single
What
bonus
the
episode
fuck?
for like a year, Jackson. You remember that? We had that whole discussion about it.
Yes, okay. Eventually, I did the first 40 post shows, though. Do you remember that?
Like,
Jackson
that's
did the
none of this
heaviest
is
load.
my point.
You guys are ignoring the most important part here, which is Charlie has not touched a single second of our audio in the last podcast.
Yeah, that was part of my point. Charlie has not done any editing, but my main
Only
point
a fool
was,
would touch this podcast in an editing booth.
What my main point on it, Danny, what you might not know is when we were first starting out, we actually did that. We would cut topics we didn't think were exciting enough, and there were chunks of the show that are now just lost to time because when we had no idea what we were doing, we would just delete shit that didn't sound good.
Oh, they were
You're
garbage.
ridiculous about
Yeah,
cutting.
almost. Yeah, we've scrapped what 2 full episodes now just because they were so bad.
Well, one was because we didn't really vibe. Well, not vibe, but like
with the
do
guest.
well with the guest. Like the guest was just
The other
didn't
one-
match with us.
Yeah, the other one was
It was
on
just
us,
boring.
though.
It was just early.
The other
yeah.
one was also boring. We decided to make up for it the next day, scrap the episode. But yeah, it's
I
nice
think
not
also
go ahead.
it's good having someone not participating in the show editing, because a lot of times you guys will have a topic you're not sure about or something, and I'll get a message from Jackson that says, you know, hey, like this part might not be exciting or good, you know, can you listen to it and take it out, blah blah blah. And it's like it's fine. It's one of the better moments. I think you guys kind of get caught up
we
in
get
the
too
emotion
into it,
of what
Yeah.
was just recorded, and you don't really remember how it actually went.
Probably more objective. Plus, again, for the few times that I've edited, it's so nice just to know I never have to hear my own voice doing that again. It's
Oh
the
yeah,
most.
that was
I'm not
easily the
looking- I'm
worst
not looking
part of
forward to
editing.
that.
It is. If you're editing your own show, the worst part is hearing yourself and going, "Fuck, is that how I sound?" That's my voice. I have friends
Judging every
sounding
single
like this.
thing you say.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the main reason why I really didn't talk much throughout the first 150 episodes is because I just hated hearing my voice during the editing process. And so I didn't want to say anything because that would just add to the amounts of times I had to listen to my voice and cut it out.
See, Danny, you're super lucky on that. You say it's just listening like the show, because the problem I have with editing stuff is it's just kind of self-contained, because like you can't listen to music because it'll get over the audio. You kind of have to pay attention so you don't fuck it up. And it's like if you're not interested in what you're editing, it's just really boring and quiet and monotonous. So props
Yeah,
to
it gets
you
pretty rough.
for
Thank
finding
you.
it fun after all these episodes.
We
Now
should
you'll
give Danny a
know.
really, really boring episode to edit that's like 3 hours long.
Well, now
The
he'll have
official
to hear his own
podcast
voice.
counts.
See how it
Let's
feels.
do an episode
Danny.
where we just let's just count to the highest number we can, and that's the episode. And Danny has to edit it, and he has to make sure it's in the right order too. We'll throw some curveballs
Yeah, we'll
in
throw
there.
some curveballs. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Now, Danny, do you happen to have a masturbation story for us?
This, you don't know, Danny. This guy is masturbation incarnate. Danny, blow us away.
Yeah, so Jackson warned me that this might be coming, and I was.
Wait, you edit the show. Surely you know it's coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was coming, and I've been thinking for like the last week of any sort of weird.
You've had a week to do
thing.
some wacky masturbation shit.
I've just done something this last week that was out of this world,
Yeah.
just so I could talk about it. So it's not really a masturbation story. It's more of just like
Oh my God.
a past sexual encounter.
Oh, that works.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
we'll take it.
That
As long as you come during the process.
It was a little. It was a
Yeah,
little
we should call
wacky.
them cum stories. That's more accurate.
Yeah. And it has to be at least 5 milliliters of semen. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
And it was just kind of one of those things where I was in an embarrassing spot. So back in college, there was this like bonfire party out at some random person's farm who rented it out to college kids. And in the middle of this like open field, and there was like a bunch of hay bales, and there was this one like wooden, tiny little shed porta potty thing that was absolutely disgusting.
No.
The
And my
outhouse.
date was like, you know, let's fuck in there. And I was like,
You fucked her in
like,
the
all right.
shed pit.
We were drinking a bit, so I was like, you know, let's do it. And it was kind of around that part of the night where everyone's been drinking, so everyone's just kind of wandering all over the place, and you kind of lose the time. But also, everyone has to pee, right? Like all at the same time. And this is the only bathroom, so you know we're in there, we're doing our thing, and there's just this line of people right outside the door, just waiting to use the bathroom.
Did they all
And-
high five you when you came out and she was adjusting her
Well,
dress?
Well, it was this thing was tiny, and my back hit the door, and it just swung like wide open.
Your bare ass
So
hanging
yeah, your
out?
fucking
Yeah.
butt cheeks just showing everybody.
So I was just like, I turned around to try and close it, and so I'm just like dick and balls out, like flapping in the wind, with like a line of people.
You start pissing and
so that
shitting
was-
everywhere out of like a defense
That was,
mechanism.
Nervously fight or flight or piss.
that was basically like we shut the door and we're both kind of silent for a second, and was like, what the fuck do we do now? And we
heard
just
you
kind of no. we just like kind of
Start
sheepishly
rocking the
opened
shed
the door
again.
and walked out and kind of like
You
ignored
didn't finish?
everybody.
Oh.
That was good. Absolutely not.
You should have blown a
Was
load
it-
on like the outhouse seat just to ruin it for everybody else.
So yeah, that's my story. That's what I could come up with.
Did you keep going out with that girl after that?
Yeah, for a while actually.
Wow,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's integrity right there.
Yeah, it's a little spark.
we'd been through hell and back together. in that moment, so.
That's a keeper.
That's a great
Is it
story.
though she wanted to fuck in like an outhouse? That's pretty. Why didn't you fuck like behind some hail bales?
I was gonna say I don't know
Hay
if it was
bales.
like that was the smartest decision. I mean, clearly it wasn't, but I think it was because honestly there were a lot of people kind of going out to the hay bales and stuff, and no one was really sure what was going on, which you know kind of meant they were probably all doing the same thing out there.
all being murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's
we
a
were like,
serial
let's
killer
find a
on the
different
loose.
spot, and we chose poorly.
Yeah. Choosing the only
Well-
bathroom probably wasn't the optimal decision.
Yeah.
Honestly, you didn't choose poorly. That's a hell of a story for the official podcast. One of
Yeah.
the better ones, honestly.
Yeah.
That's great. You've done your job, Danny.
Yeah, you had
You've done it well.
foresight.
Now I can edit it out.
Anyone got any more questions for Danny?
Oh, do you want to tell everyone your other claims to fame? You've also made a couple cameos here and there.
Sure. So my entire relationship, I guess, with Charlie and the boys started because I directed 2019 Guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first introduction to Charlie and Andrew. And I also sprayed Matt in the face with some dirty building water and gave him pink eye.
Oh,
in the
Matt
making
didn't
of
tell that
video.
story. Fuck.
Yeah, so there's a
Tell the
shot
story.
through the drum set where we were just gonna get the drum set wet, so it looked like water was splashing, and I was just sitting below it spraying water into his face. But the water was from the broken down building we were in. So it wasn't clean. And then for the next week, Matt had pink eye.
He had pink eye in both eyes. The building.
Pink eye's probably the best thing you could have got from that situation. I'm surprised you didn't give him brain eating amoeba.
It was a building where just half of it was condemned, so just all the stuff was haphazard and janky, and there was trash in certain places.
I have no idea what you were thinking, Danny, just grabbing that sink water with exposed or rusty
there are
pipes.
people working here and stuff. It's got to be, safe, I guess.
He grabbed it from the sewage line. Shit, just in his face.
It really, no, Jackson, it's not an exaggeration. It literally was rotten fucking sewage from a decrepit septic tank.
Was it all brown?
I didn't
What if
know.
What if it gave Matt superpowers? That would be a cool origin story.
Super ad powers. He's able to
doo-doo
sell
water
3
in
times
his
as many
eyes.
ads.
Let's see what else. I guess I was one of the people also at the window in the Obsession music video. I think I was licking
Neckbeard
it.
number 3.
Yeah, he was licking it. That was good.
I still remember the fucking pure look of joy on Jackson's face because Jackson helped direct Obsession. When Danny improvised licking that window, Jackson just had such a
good
field day with that.
It was an epiphany moment.
Yeah.
It's that's what we needed, Danny.
That was the Blade Runner tears lost in the rain moment.
The rest is history.
Yeah, that's going in cinema history.
And the rest is just some I've edited some stuff for Charlie whenever he's in need. So that's most of it.
We're doing another music video
coming
soon
up
too,
though, Danny.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have some very exciting stuff coming up. That I'm really excited to get going. We have a whole bunch of things. Hopefully they all kind of get going at the same time. So.
Yeah,
So you're going to be seeing Danny's work for months to come, years to come. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Eons, even.
Once we quit, he'll still be editing this show.
Yeah, he'll be like one of those.
I'll be mocking your voices and recording them
Make a
myself.
soundboard.
Deep faking all of us and making his own episodes.
You should do that for a bonus. I just have Danny do a whole episode by himself. Out of
That's
soundboards.
I like that.
People have been asking for another soundboard episode. You could probably pull that off.
Yeah, all 4 of us soundboarded and see if anyone notices. You could just take clips from other episodes, just like haphazard topics, and toss them together in a bonus and see how many people pick up on
I
it.
think people would notice.
Maybe.
Well, all right, Danny. Any last thoughts or anything you want to talk about now that you're on?
Any questions?
Questions for us?
I don't have any questions. I've been commenting this to Jackson for the last week when I knew I was going to be on the episode, that I've been editing for the show for over a year now. And this is the first contact at all I've had with Kaya.
That's true. I've never officially been introduced at all.
Yeah.
You're this mysterious force behind the veil is making it all work. You're like a spirit that I have faith you exist. I take the guys' words for it. I've just never seen the evidence. All I know is that
Apart from the finished show.
apart from that, I know there's an episode. I just don't know what led to it. I don't know, it was intelligent design, evolution. What happened here?
Kaya usually sends me messages to pass along to Danny, so I'm like the middleman between them.
That's great.
Does this humanize Danny to you now, Kaya?
Oh, of course. I hope I humanized to
now you
him.
know
And
he's
not, what I was thinking, I mean, the funny thing is, before we did this, I was thinking, man, this guy, he's only ever known me from what he listens to on the podcast from. He must think I'm such a stupid fucking asshole. And then I realized that, he'd think the same if he knew me anyway.
I think we're a similar level of cynical usually. So before I started editing, I was listening to the show, Kaya. I was usually on your side on most of the topics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not as aggressive in my backing
Delivery.
my delivery.
He's more aggressive at clapping cheeks in an outhouse.
Danny is also a man. I don't want him to go without bringing this up. Danny is a man that I lost my Cats the movie virginity with when Jackson was visiting for the Obsession music video. My girlfriend Jackson, and I all watched Cats, and that's one of my favorite memories of Danny. Because Danny, I think out of all of us, you were the most like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
You were horrified.
You just were astounded by it.
I was expecting it
Literally
to be bad,
traumatized.
and then it was that. And there were also those messages we were getting halfway through the movie when we were watching it. You remember those little pop-ups?
We tried to make sure to watch the unedited version where it had like the hands and all the technical fuck ups. So I downloaded it from a less than stellar website, and a bunch of times throughout the movie it would bring up like Russian torrenting website ads.
Nice.
It was the premiere experience.
It was such a stark contrast because I think that morning we had seen 1917, right?
Yeah,
So it was like one of the best
extremes.
movies, and then we come home and we're like, let's watch Cats.
Where you all sat on Andrew's couch holding hands and watching that monstrosity. It was fucking awful.
Yeah, but it was worth
movie.
watching. Let's be honest.
It
was
was
good
that
stuff
for,
well.
We should do that for movie
Ooh,
nights
that's a
next
good
time.
idea. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to watch that again. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's fucking terrible. Have you seen it, Kaya?
No.
Oh, it's
Oh,
fucking.
okay. Well, then we need to
Yeah,
watch
it's
it.
I think you
Fucking
have to
first
see
time.
it to understand how bad it is.
We need like a
Yeah.
Kaya cam during that one because we need your reaction because that movie is fucking baffling.
It is absolutely abominable.
I'm down.
Danny, you're gonna have to come to that one again. If I'm gonna watch it again, you're gonna watch it again.
I will only show up for Mistopheles' song.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Mr.
the best
Mistopheles.
part.
That was unironically the best song of the movie.
I still
only
listen
good
to that
song.
song. I pop that song on my playlist every now and then. It's a
it's on
good
my
song.
Spotify.
Yeah.
He's the only
It's so
character
good.
in the entire movie with an arc.
Yeah, with an actual character.
You're right. He's the only one who does anything too.
Yeah.
He really is. There's only like one thing that happens, and it's Mr. Mistopheles doing it.
He should have been the main character.
All right, don't
I don't know why
spoil
he
it.
wasn't.
Done. Enough talk about the movie. Now
right,
see it now.
all right.
We're doing it for movie night. You guys are not getting out of it.
Okay.
All right.
Made your bet on this one, Kaya.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, thank you, Danny, for joining us for your first official episode. Thank you for all the hard work you do as well, making sure that the episode's out on time. You're a special boy. We love you lots. You do great work, and everyone in the audience should appreciate Danny a whole lot.
Thanks for having me on. This was exciting. It was a level of excitement I don't normally experience in my everyday life. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Danny. We love you.
Take care out there, Danny.
Yeah,
I'll see
man.
you later today.
Bye, Danny.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming on.
Bye, guys.
What a special man.
All right.
Who's next?
Next is someone I invited. Now, as you guys know, we have a Patreon server, a Patreon Discord server, where all our patrons, it's exclusive to them. We've had it for quite a while now, right? Like 2 years or so. Before that, we had a different
year and a
server
half, I
even.
think.
Well, in all that time, one guy has been diligently moderating for us. We've met him at our convention, actually. Some of you even know him. Met him, and that's
It wasn't our
Brady.
convention.
Yeah,
The
we
official
set up a
con.
whole convention for the show.
Okay, you guys didn't have to put us down, but you know. It's so
Yes,
long,
I
we can
did.
lie about it. Who cares? It was our convention. We threw it. Fuck you guys. It was a fair.
Yeah, official con.
Anyway, Brady, our moderator in this. Everyone's
Don't call me
spamming.
that.
Most popular guy in the Discord right here.
Yes, beloved by all. Brady, hi.
How's it going?
Not bad. Are you
Pretty good,
excited?
man.
I'm nervous.
Nervous? Yeah.
Oh,
Well, don't be.
no.
So, I can tell a few stories and take the pressure off you, man. So, I think we've known Brady. Well, at least I've known Brady online before our convention that we threw. He drove like 13 hours in his shoddy car to the convention, and you know, we've told that story for the convention stories in the episode titled Casino Royale, where we tell people how we felt during. But point is, you know, we were talking, and I'm not used to talking in front of a literal 100 people, so I'm like nervous and I'm kind of strained and I'm sweating. We were talking for like 2 hours. I'm getting all greasy. Meanwhile, Brady's in the front row. right in front of us. And I noticed that
Cheering
he's
you on.
getting just as greasy and sweaty as I am. Just sitting there. Just sitting and staring at us. And there is, I can't maybe...
Was he nervous because you were nervous? What was the what was the process there, Brady? Why were you sweating?
I'll send you guys the photo. Maybe Danny can put it on screen. There's a photo of Brady and me taking photos together, and we look we look like the greasiest motherfuckers. We look like somebody ran a KFC chicken wing over our foreheads. It's disgusting how greasy we look. Like my chest hair is so sweaty and matted at that point, and I look, and then you see Brady right next to me in the photo, and somehow he's sweatier. Now, and then there's the other part of that story where, there were some other people that we met that
Can I
day.
defend myself?
Well, no, not yet. Hang on. I'll let you defend yourself in a second.
You wanted him just to attack you.
I'm just telling my favorite stories here. So we've got some other listeners, some of which I'm now good friends with, Mariah and Nico, and they hung out. And one of my favorite stories is that Brady, when he got that sweaty, apparently told him that he was gonna quickly go home, not home, but to his Airbnb to take a shower. And apparently, by the time he came back, he was just as sweaty, fresh out the shower. So I don't know if it was nervousness or you just being fat. So Brady, please, you have the floor. Tell us your side of the story, how it's felt.
Can I go now?
It's your turn,
Thanks
Brady.
for coming on, Brady.
Well, like you said, it was a 13-hour drive to Florida, and I do not understand how you guys live in that shitty ass state. It is so fucking
you.
hot down there.
Completely
Yeah,
agree.
you get used
He's
to
not
it.
wrong.
He's
I
right
could
there.
not fucking breathe. I was just like
Yeah.
the whole time I was there. So Friday night I left and I drove for about 5 hours and I got a hotel. And then Saturday, the day of the convention, I drove about 8 hours. So I was in my car for 8 hours and I was super sweaty and super hot, as Kaya did explain. Thank you for that. And then I got to my Airbnb and I took a shower, but it was still hot outside, so I guess I sweated some more.
I guess I sweated some more. So are you telling us, Brady, that it was purely out of heat frustration that you were sweating and not because you were nervous of meeting Kaya?
I was nervous to meet Kaya, but I don't think I sweat when I get nervous.
I could definitely see it being the heat. Where did you come from? You don't have to dox yourself, but did you
Kentucky.
come from up north?
Yeah, I live in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I could totally see that.
Well, also there's a factor that Brady used to be very fat, but thanks to my patented method, shut up.
Oh,
thanks
geez.
to my patented method of fat shaming, and rigorous daily bullying and OMAD, Brady has lost a lot of weight. Want to tell us how much?
I like how you make his accomplishments yours.
I like how it sounds like
All
you
thanks
brought
to
him on
Kaya.
just to bully him.
No.
This is step 2 of the program.
No,
Plateaued.
Yeah, we gotta get those
shit,
last
I
30
actually-
pounds.
I actually do want to hear about this because I am proud of him. He's lost a lot of weight. He sometimes sends me like progression pics, and I've passed him on to
Yeah.
Duck, for example.
looks great
It's
now.
motivated him.
Oh.
Well, you calling me fat has never motivated me.
That's impossible, Brady. What are you talking about?
Danny, cut that out.
Proven
Clearly you
method.
don't understand how your weight loss works.
Well, it's a popular fact that fat shaming does not work, but
You don't say.
so the story is Kaya told me that him and Doug were going to do OMAD, 1 meal a day, for a month. And I thought that was fucking crazy. I thought we were going to die. And he told me stop being a pussy and just do it. And so the first day I kind of failed.
By the way, sorry,
I ate
I'll
in
let
the
you
middle of-
continue. I'm gonna let you finish, but initially Brady thought OMAD was this insane pseudoscientific. He literally did think that he would die if he only ate once a day. He thought he would starve and that it was insane. Continue.
Well, yeah, I basically did it for the month with them, and they acted like it was really hard, but I got used to it pretty quickly, and I actually started to enjoy it. So I just kept going after that month because I realized I'd lost like 10 pounds, and then Every month I lost about 10 pounds per month. And that was back, we started in October of last year, and we're coming up on a year now, obviously. And I'm down 100 pounds.
Holy
Jesus.
shit. Congratulations.
That's so impressive, man.
I told you I'm really
It really
proud.
is. It's not you. Okay.
I said I'm proud, you dickhead.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus,
I'm just used to
Jackson.
you taking. I'm used to you taking his credit.
No.
Give him a little bit of credit for once.
Yeah. And
That is impressive.
in 2019, I was 310, and now I'm at 210.
That's great. Jesus.
That's
fuck.
incredible, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it really is. And
Kaya's
it's all thanks to the official podcast.
changed my life in more ways than one.
That is
Yeah, I mean-
absolutely fantastic news, man. Now,
That's
is
a
it
solid weight. Fuck.
is that all through dieting, or is that exercise as well?
I think fasting does the most of it, but I do a lot of exercise too.
Good
Brady
shit.
turned his life around, man. I'm not kidding about, that good feeling you get when your friend is doing good, doing well for himself. Like Brady moved out of his house, out of his parents' house. He got a puppy, little husky, adorable little thing. He named him Kaya.
Nice.
He
No, I didn't.
Okay. wait, did you actually name it Kaya?
No.
Because that's
Okay.
okay. Good.
It's named Kylo.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that's worse.
That's fine. It's better than Kaya, I guess.
It's close enough to Kaya that it still makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But anyway,
But yeah, I mean, and started working out and fasting, and here you are. Made a lot of progress, man. And
Yeah, it's been a pretty shitty year for everyone, but it's been a pretty good year for me. I lost 100 pounds. I got a puppy, a house, a new car. So yeah, it's
you've been killing it.
been a
that's
pretty wild
great.
year.
Damn,
So,
dude.
Brady,
and all from listening to our podcast. You're
Oh,
welcome,
yeah.
Brady.
Yeah.
so how has it been moderating us for 2 years or so, the chat?
Not fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
You make yourself a big target, don't you?
Well,
by
yeah.
enforcing the rules.
Yeah, when you tell people to follow the rules, they really don't like you, and they call you gay, and they say racial slurs and homophobic slurs at you, and they tell you to kill yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I've had people DM me telling me to kill
Now,
myself.
we already moved
No.
away from the topic of what Kaya says to you, though. What about the Discord fans?
Oh, that's none of it compares to Kaya.
Yeah, what do the patrons tell you?
Oh, they're actually very nice. Yeah, it's not very fun.
No.
Well, you don't have to moderate. Yeah, I don't know.
If you don't like
If
it, you don't
Kaya's
have to do
forcing
it,
you.
man.
I'm fine. I'm a big boy. I can take it.
All right.
Yeah, it's good, man, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely appreciated. But don't ever feel like it's an obligation or anything, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
I appreciate it.
No, do it. I need you. We need a moderator in here. So Brady, do you have any questions for us or any stories you want to tell? Anything with
Can I
Sturgatory
defend
related?
myself from the Florida story earlier?
Yeah. You can defend yourself now.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was sweating because I was in a car for 8 hours, not
You've said
because
that.
I was going to see Kaya.
Right. Cars don't have air conditioning, right?
Well, mine didn't.
Oh.
Well,
it was
that
nice.
actually does change it.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, and
Wait,
I
you
actually-
drove for
8
13
hours in a hot,
hours without
sticky car?
AC all the way through Florida? What is wrong with you?
We're not.
He really is dedicated.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
He's a long-time listener, man.
Yeah, I have listened since the first episode.
Oh.
I've stumbled upon one of Charlie's videos on YouTube. It was like of a dog at a gas station, and he was just doing a voiceover, and I thought it was like fucking hilarious. So I subscribed to him, and like a couple weeks later, he said he was going to do a podcast, and I listened to that while I was playing a video game, and it was really good. And I just listened every week. Listened while I mowed my lawn and played video games.
Awesome,
Ooh, there you
man.
go.
Biblical questions where it all started.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
Yeah.
wholesome as fuck. I like
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's giving me
That's
like
so
little
nice.
tummy flutters.
Yeah,
That's
and then
cute.
I eventually you guys made a Discord, and I met Kaya, and we became pretty good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever know friendship would entail bullying?
No, you think it. The editor said he's never met Kaya, and I kind of envy him. You think he'd be this really fun guy to talk to, but over in Turkey, they just teach each other to be mean to your friends.
I think it's genuinely just Kaya. I think it's Kaya's.
They have kindness in Turkey. Don't worry. It's just Kaya.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, you hit back. You roast back. It's banter. It's not like you sit there taking it. If I dropped some of the receipts here on of the stuff that you say to some of the girls in our private chats.
So it's not even bullying you, it's just other defenseless people.
I know, I'm just Brady hits back, it's fine. It's all in good spirit.
Yeah, he's not that big of a bully.
Yeah, no, I imagine it's just banter. I don't think Kai ever takes things like that personally or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad to hear that success story, man. The weight loss really is absolutely incredible.
It's super impressive.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that you've kept it off and been consistent with it, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty weird. I can just eat whatever I want as long as it's just one time a day, and I just keep losing weight.
Do you do it in morning or afternoon?
Usually in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should write a book about it or something and then sell it. I think that would.
I'm not the only person to do this. A lot of people do it.
Yeah, no, OMAD's pretty popular these days.
Yeah, I do OMAD too.
Yeah, but he's got the evidence. He's got the pictures.
I
to prove
innovated
it. He can
and
show that.
added the essential ingredients here, which is fat shaming. Can we please?
Kaya's secret sauce.
Yeah.
You can call the book the Kaya method. That'd be pretty cool. It's just pages full of Kaya's insults towards him.
Discord logs.
He just stares at them whenever he's hungry.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
Oh well. So yeah, Brady, did you have any questions for us or anything else you wanted to say?
It's been 200 episodes. I want to know who's the guy that you thought was so boring of a guest that you would not post of him.
I don't know. Should we say
I'm
it?
surprised Kaya didn't tell you that, actually.
He said he was going to tell me. Well, he said he won't tell me. He wants me to guess.
Did I? I don't even remember.
All right. How about this, Brady? We'll give you 3 guesses, and if you're right, we'll tell you.
No fucking idea.
Oh, you should have came prepared.
Yeah, you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Was it scarce?
No.
Fuck.
All right. 2 more.
What the fuck? What was that?
I think a train plowed through his house.
To preserve the secret.
That's another thing. Unfortunately, Brady lives in a crack neighborhood.
No, I don't.
Brady, you live in a crack neighborhood. You literally told us that your neighborhood is all owned by one slumlord who basically just rents it out to crackheads. Also, Brady is the Karen of his neighborhood. He once called the cops on a kid with a BB gun.
Wow.
That's not how that story. That's not how
In
that
a crack
story.
neighborhood, you gotta take precautions. I'm on Brady's side. Who knows if that gun was real?
That's not how that.
To be fair, if it is a bad neighborhood, I mean,
well,
it's, I guess, fine.
Feel free to tell us how it did go.
Yeah, that's not how that story went at all. I told you I live across from a park, and I saw a guy waving a gun around the park dancing, just aiming it everywhere. So I thought it'd be good of me to call the cops and make sure he's not pointing the gun at kids.
In other words, you saw a child playing with a BB gun.
No, he was a grown man who looked like he was on drugs.
Okay.
Yeah, he was all
I'm on
short and
Brady's
didn't
side.
have like pubic hair yet. He was all weird looking. His voice was high pitched and he was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Whoa, that's not a children's toy.
Sorry, he was talking about
Magic.
I don't know, Fortnite. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and the cops made him
I'm on
leave.
Brady's side.
Story over.
That makes sense. You want to protect your crack neighborhood children. I get it.
It's a nice neighborhood, I think.
I've seen your house. It looks nice.
Yeah.
How have you seen this house?
He sends me pictures. He sent me pictures of his weight loss, his house, his dog.
Yeah.
Keeps me updated.
I'll
Brady
send you
actually was-
pictures, Andrew.
Yeah,
Brady
I
was
want to see
actually
it if it's
considering
nice.
living in a trailer for a while. Brady, remember when we recreated your house in Minecraft just as a joke? Good times.
Is it made out of dirt?
It looks spot on. I was surprised. Kaya's my #1 fan. I don't know if you've realized this.
I
Sounds like
love
he's
Brady.
obsessed, Brady.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit that. You have a fond place in my heart. along with a few more
wholesome.
people that I've met at that convention. Okay, Brady, if you don't have any other questions.
Wait, he's still got 2 more guesses.
Oh, yeah, right. Keep guessing.
Okay.
Come on, 2 more guesses.
Was it Etika?
No.
No.
Fuck.
1 more guess.
One more guess.
It did start with an E, right?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
It
To
does
start
not.
with.
yeah,
Does
that's
it?
Charlie.
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
It
Does
starts with an E.
Oh, I guess maybe I
Did
just
you even
don't
forget?
remember how to spell it. No, I know.
Yeah, did
I
you
know who
forget
it
the
is.
guess?
I thought it started with a different letter. But go ahead.
I'm just reading the chat for guesses. I have no idea.
You got one last guess. If it's not guess, we're not gonna
Here,
talk
I'll-
about it until the 250th episode.
I'll give you a freebie. It wasn't Ellen DeGeneres, believe it or not.
That should
Or
narrow
Elite
it down.
Roger.
So yeah.
Give me two more. Give me 2 more hints.
No, those
No,
are 2
fuck
huge
that.
hints. We
all-
just gave.
you
Yeah.
say
What
you've
more
been
do you
listening
need other
since-
than it starts with
Hang
an
on.
E and it's not Ellen DeGeneres?
No,
That's it.
we've periodically dropped hints throughout the podcast, which you should know if you actually did listen to every episode. He's
Fucking
Asian
remember.
Asian buff lawyer.
Oh well, that's pretty specific. I didn't know we gave that many.
Yeah, we
Jeez.
definitely
did,
didn't
yeah.
give that many hints.
We did. No, we did.
Okay.
Some
Yeah, I
people
don't
have
know.
already guessed it on Reddit and such. Well, okay. Too bad.
Yeah, I have seen people
yeah,
guess.
too bad, Brady.
Yeah.
We'd say it, but I don't want to put the guy on the spot because he wasn't like mean or rude or a bad person. They're just a boring
it just
episode.
wasn't
We
a
just
great
we
episode.
literally just didn't vibe. Well, not vibe, but we didn't jive well with it.
Yeah.
with him.
Also,
Alright.
I was
Like, sometimes
kidding.
you just
It's
have no
Ellen
chemistry.
DeGeneres.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
All right.
All right, well, it was nice hearing from you, Brady. Thank you for all your hard work and thank you for losing so much weight.
Thanks for having me on.
Powerful.
Yeah, man. Talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Mute him.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye,
Okie dokie.
Brady.
And our next guest, and the final one, I believe, for today, is another moderator in our server and our resident artist who sometimes makes shirts for us, such as the recent one of Charlie with the Illuminati thing. It's Crom. Hey,
That's
Crom.
going up this episode, by the way. I haven't put it up yet. That's going up this
Okay.
episode. I'll have it on screen right now.
Okie dokie. Crom, you there?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Are we having a
Yeah.
technical issue?
I can
I
hear
can
him.
hear him.
I can hear him.
You can?
Oh, can you hear me now, Kyle?
Crom?
Hello.
Oh, hey. Okay. You were a bit
Oh, hey, what's
choppy
up,
there.
guys?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Not bad.
Pretty
So
good,
Cr-
man. Pretty good.
So, Crom, you've not been a moderator as long as Brady, but still for a while. Do you agree with him that it's hell to moderate this place?
When he ditches me and implies that I was the one who keeps deleting memes, yeah. But most of the time,
He throws you under the bus.
yeah, kinda. But most of the time, yeah, people are pretty chill on the server anyway. And even if they do throw insults, I kind of just ignore it.
No, I agree. I'm not entirely believing Brady's story of how awful this place is. I think all our patrons are great in the server because I think as far as Discord servers go and how big ours is, we've had to do relatively very little moderation because I think everybody understands that they don't want to shit up a place that they pay to be in. So everyone's super chill.
Yeah.
We don't really need much moderation aside from maybe people spamming too much
Yeah.
during a live chats, but that's about it, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
What are your thoughts on Brady being fat? Or used to be?
I agree. Yeah, he is incredibly fat until he wasn't anymore. It actually came as a shock to me when he did lose all that weight, and he kept posting his before and after shots. But yeah, I do have to say that I'm proud of the guy for actually sticking to it. Like,
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is super impressive.
yeah, I do believe that he and Doug from Who's Right started a whole thing where they're gonna do OMAD, and I was actually surprised that Brady got to where he is.
Did Doug gave up,
think-
right?
He didn't give up, but he didn't stick to it as diligently as Brady did, obviously. I mean, Doug did not lose 100 pounds. Sorry to expose you, Doug. You know I love you, but we know it's true. Doug operates way more on a spite level. So with him, it actually is out of spite. So if I fat shame him or make jokes and he makes jokes about me, that's how we keep each other, honest. So if that day I don't call Doug fat, he will not eat an apple. He'll go right to the vending machine and get himself a honey bun, the 7th of the day.
Like clockwork.
So do you have to like constantly?
So Crom, you do our
you have to like
art.
constantly keep up with insults to keep him healthy out of spite.
You have to come up with fresh insults too, or does the same one work? Do you just
No,
say
no,
fat?
it's just more of a. No, it just with him, it's oh, you said I can't do this. You said I can't go a whole day without drinking cola or a whole week or a month. I'll do it, and he will do it. It just that we can't keep up that much. Giving each other fire throughout a month. So we do wane off. I mean, him and me. I'm not trying to say that he's the only one here failing. So am I. I'm still addicted to sugar and caffeine. But yeah. Crom, I was going to say, you do art for us. And also, you mentioned Doug for the Who's Right podcast. How the fuck do you do it so fast? You guys have no idea. I give Crom a commission, like an assignment, an idea, and he has it the next day. Sometimes. It's... How the fuck does that happen?
It does help that I kind of... Once somebody gives me an order and for a drawing specifically, that's my entire world until I get it done. And my system usually is I draw it all out on paper, so I don't have to do all the sketching on the paint program when I take a picture and just trace over it on a computer. So that saves me a lot of time. And I have been drawing on paper for years, so I kind of developed my own thing where I do draw relatively fast there compared to if I'm drawing it on a computer. When I do slap it on a computer, it's basically just adding in the color and shading and all that. So yeah, that's my entire system so far.
So you just find it quicker to do it on paper, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like you can just.
In fact,
that
I
makes
am
sense.
saving up on to buy one of those drawing tablets that also acts as a second monitor, so I can just cut out the middleman.
Well, stay tuned for all of that merch to be to be made.
Do you do
Crom,
art full time, Crom?
Oh no, I picked it up as a hobby. Something sparked in me when I was a kid, watching cartoons like Bugs Bunny and shit, and then I was like, yeah, I want to draw these wacky characters. And as growing up, I didn't chase it as a career per se, but it was always on my back pocket where if there's only one thing that I could be good at, that's good enough for me, and it turned out to be art.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
Crom, how did you find our podcast? Because I know you're not American, so you are, I'm not going to say the country, but you're from Asia, right? I assume not really that immersed in American culture that much, or as much as our other listeners. How do you come across this?
Oh yeah, I'm from the other side of the planet, and I just watch YouTube a lot, and I really just came across Charlie's channel because I found all his jokes and how fast he comes up with them, interesting and funny, of course. So I just subscribed to him up until the day that he announced that he's doing a podcast. I listened to episode 1, got hooked, found the Patreon, and the rest was history.
That's fucking crazy. That it seems a lot of people got hooked on episode 1 when we thought that was such dog shit when we posted it. We were like, yeah, this probably isn't going anywhere, but it was cool for the moment.
Thanks to you,
It
man.
was a
I mean,
mess.
your
Jesus.
channels obviously are foot in the door. People thinking, well, this guy's funny. Maybe the podcast he's about to do is not dog shit. And we think it was, but I guess maybe people are biased because they loved you. On that note, congratulations on 6 million, by the way.
Hey.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, congrats for that, Charlie. For me though, the
Thank you.
appeal of the episode 1 is the whole. I wanted to find out how Charlie could be funny without a script or without any editing. Plus adding in 3 more people into the mix would make it interesting.
No,
and
we had to Google.
Yeah.
We had to literally Google questions. Remember, that was I'm not sure what you mean by no script. We were so desperate for topics that I think it was Andrew who ended up Googling questions for podcasts or topics for podcasts.
That's the biblical question.
Biblical
That's where the
questions.
title comes
It
from.
made history. It was a good move.
Kaya and Andrew
was.
met each other on air, basically.
Wait. We met like before.
No, we met the day before.
Yeah.
We all met the day before.
We were in a brief voice call before.
I knew you, Jackson, before we did the show. We had
We
done
played Counter-Strike.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we played
You're right.
Counter-Strike together.
Okay, so the three of us met.
Yeah.
Well, no, the two of us met Kaya the day before.
I had never met Kaya before the show, but I knew you, Jackson. Jackson, you were the one who invited me
you're
on
right.
the show. It wasn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Or rather, told me we were
forgot.
doing a show. However you want to put it.
Yeah, I didn't invite you. I told you you're coming.
Yeah. Well,
need to follow.
basically, your invitation was literally Charlie and I want to do a podcast and we want you on it. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. Sounds
You're
great.
gonna be there, Andrew.
I mean, we told the story before, but it was great. I mean, and before we did this, and I was part of a podcast, I had no idea about podcasting whatsoever. I didn't even listen to any podcasts myself. I had no idea of the realm, the industry, if you want to call it that, or the community, or whatever the fuck you want to, the medium. And here we are.
Yeah. 4 years later, right?
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
fucking
It
crazy.
is absolutely crazy that it's been. It doesn't feel like 4 years to me at all. It's kind of scary how fast time is moving now.
It's weird how much shit has changed in those 4 years too. Because like when we started this show, I was still living with my parents and still like doing software
too.
and shit. And it's like I don't do any of that now.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Crom, did you have any questions? Or any masturbatory stories, maybe? I don't know how you guys do it on the other end of the planet. Maybe there's some
Maybe-
special techniques.
Do you have any secrets you can share? Are there any like things that maybe the dark side of moderating or whatever you do that you could tell us?
Nah, it's pretty much standard. For moderating and masturbation, I kind of just, when I'm in the mood, I kind of just focus on it, and do it until it's done, basically.
In many ways, moderation and masturbation is very similar.
Yeah.
Rip and tear until it's done, yeah.
Did it turn
Both
into
jobs.
a fetish or something?
Oh, nah, not at that level, no.
He
Not enough
only
moderating
masturbates
yet.
while moderating.
Yeah, I need to hone that technique first, but yeah.
So no special stories? Too shy to tell?
Oh no, not at all. It's just that I don't have anything that's outrageous. The only like embarrassing thing that involves masturbation that I could share is that for years before my sister moved out and went to Singapore, she knew, like, we lived together in the same house for the better part of a decade before she had to move, and before she left, like before it was time for her to get on the cab and get on the plane, she told me that she was aware that I was jerking it. And
Why would she tell you?
That's a weird
It's
thing
such
to
an
say.
evil thing to do.
yeah, she was like, hey, just a tip. Since she basically told me, like, since I'm gonna be the only guy in the house from now on, just a tip for the future, where semen kind of stinks up the area for where I dispose of the tissues after like a couple of days. So yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait, that's
wait,
right.
were you
That is-
throwing them in the trash? You don't flush tissues?
that is
Oh,
highly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. She just put me on the spot. When I'm lazy, I don't really get to flush them. I just put them in the trash can.
Yeah, wait, you don't flush tissues anyway, Charlie.
No,
You can't flush
tissues dissolve in the water. They can't clog it.
They do, yeah. They just disintegrate before the spin cycle ends anyway.
So wait, Crom, what did you
Really?
say? How did you react to that information?
I just said, no, okay. I couldn't really counter that because she was hopping on the taxi.
Okay, goodbye. Enjoy Singapore.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Is this an elder sister? Is she older than you?
Oh yeah, she's my older sister. Yeah.
Okay, so man, that's gotta be
You
embarrassing.
should have told her
and-
you'll come where you want.
yeah, goddamn right. I'm the only man of this household now. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But man, just to find out on the spot that she's known all these years, I don't know
Yeah.
how I'd react.
Why wouldn't she say something sooner? That's such a...
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, if she didn't like
told
the
you
smell,
right at the
she
end?
should have just told you, like, look, man, you just throw these tissues away somewhere else.
Maybe she loved the smell and she was just warning him
God.
now that she's leaving.
I also took the trash can with me. I didn't want to forget you.
I'm gonna miss these as she's drying her tears with your tissues.
All kinds of crust.
She's pulling it out of the trash can. Yeah.
It's all yellow and crusty. Sorry for that image, Crom.
Yeah, no,
Well, that
it's
sucks
okay.
for you. So, have you taken her advice to heart? What do you do now? Still into the trash bin?
No, yeah, I immediately just dispose of it on the toilet, and yeah, my house has never smelled better.
Well, that's a good lesson for all the boys out there. Be courteous.
I genuinely didn't know cum stunk up a room.
Well, how would
I
you
didn't
not
do
know
that.
that?
Cum smells, dude.
Well, I've never just left cum around.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
you've not even,
Well, even
just
still,
like
I've always just.
you've never even come in a tissue and just put it aside for so much as 5 minutes and then noticed that it smells. It has a distinct
Put
cum
it
smell.
aside.
no,
why
I
would
can't-
you?
I
Why
can't-
would you put it aside?
No,
Just
I
save
mean-
it for later.
No, not.
Yeah, I pretty much just
mean,
come straight in the toilet.
No, I just mean until you get up. You finish jerking off, you put it on the table until you get up to do something else, and then you throw it in the trash or in the toilet.
What?
I
No,
mean,
no. Jesus, the first thing I do is dispose of it. I want to get that cum as far away from me as possible.
Same, but you smell it on the way
fair
to
enough.
the toilet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I really don't.
it has a strong smell.
Don't you guys after like jacking off, you also want to like wash your hands and take a piss and stuff? So it's like you just go to the bathroom and do everything all at once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, it even like Charlie said, even to the way on the way to the bathroom, it would stink. Maybe not that
Yeah,
strong, but
Sex.
I mean, you notice the smell. I can
Sex
imagine
itself
that.
has a distinct smell, but I think sex is more so like sweat and like vagina scent and cock scent, and I've never smelt cum.
Sex has
Yes,
a
you
really
have.
yeah. Jackson has a point. Sex has a really specific smell, and it's not like just cum smell. You know,
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I don't. Yeah.
you can tell the difference in smell when someone was jacking off compared to when people were having sex. It's different.
What does your cum smell like, Crom?
Oh, it smelled like cat litter for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh,
but yeah.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Do you fucking cum pebbles? Like,
No, not like that. Not like that. It's all
Brady litter.
it's all normal and gooey as you would imagine.
What? Do you
when
mean like
Crom
cat
comes
urine?
in the toilet, you hear little tinkling noises.
And then he covers it.
No, wait. By cat litter, do you mean like cat urine? Like it smells like that ammonia
Oh yeah,
smell?
yeah. It's like I don't know what it is. I think it's my diet. I may need to eat something more pleasant to make my cum smell more
He
pleasant. yeah.
exclusively eats cat piss.
He eats cat litter.
I don't know if that's what your sister was hinting at for you to change your diet. I think she just wants
Yeah.
you to flush the shit.
Yeah.
Well, good lesson learned, man.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right. Did you have questions or anything else?
Oh, actually, no, I actually didn't prepare any questions today. I was actually so nervous for this because I never thought that I would
That's
ever
okay.
be called for something like this. That for the entire time I've been talking to you guys, I've been looking at a Google image search of ham sandwiches. So it's just a grid of ham sandwiches in front of me right now.
Is it for like a
no, does it
Does it
commission or
make
for
you feel
fun?
calmer?
Oh no, I've just
Are they nice sandwiches?
yeah. I've just been staring at random Google images just to get my mind off of the nerves.
We all
that's
so cute.
We all
That
cope
makes sense.
in different ways. That's fair.
Yeah. No, I'm all for that.
That's
That's,
like
so
that.
cute.
I think that would work for me as well. If I tried to put my focus somewhere else when I was super nervous,
Yeah.
I think that would work
It's-
well. That's
It's
smart.
your version of a fidget spinner. Good. Sandwiches are nice. Good distraction.
Yeah, I
Crom,
like
why
that.
don't you? We mentioned that you do art and you've done some shirts and stuff. Why don't you go ahead and shout out where your art is so people can check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Well, I'm active on Twitter and my handle is Crom_2. So that's CROM_TUISE. I post a bunch of my art as they come in, and I just kind of shit post there as well. And whenever I get a commission or something, I make sure to post that as well, so people can check my shit out. And if you want to commission me as well, you can also DM me on Discord and or Twitter if you're interested. And that's it.
And Crom is reliable.
I'll put a link to your Twitter below.
I
as
can
well,
I
by
can
the way.
vouch for that. You give the guy a commission, lickety split. It's done in under
He's fast.
in a couple of days max. Fast, reliable. Well, thanks for coming on, man, and thanks for moderating our Discord. Obviously, also.
Thanks for everything you do.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks for having me, and nice to meet you. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now, what do we do? What do you guys want to do?
I won't lie. I've tried this sandwich method he recommended. Just looking at pictures of sandwiches, it's pretty great. He's onto something. I'm having fun.
I might
I
join in.
think, Kaya, we have about 10 minutes left to kind of bring on random patrons if they want to come on and say something or ask a question. So if you want to be called on, just basically say in chat, and I guess Kaya will choose one of you at random.
Why are you putting all the
Just make
pressure
sure
on
you
me
have a
to
microphone.
choose? But
You
there's
can be
four
the
of us
bad
here.
guy.
No. You guys choose
Right.
with me.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pick this guy, Kaya Orson. He looks pretty fun. Kaya, you're on the
Where's
air.
Danny?
I delegate. I would like Jackson to choose.
I'm going to choose FPS spammers for my one because he said he's going to tell us why he became a patron. All right, so where is it? Where does F come in the alphabet? A, B,
I
C,
got
D,
him
E,
here.
F.
Okay, FPS spammer, you should
Okay.
be on air.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
We
perfect.
can.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have to use Crom's method to keep my nerves down, but so yeah, I wanted to say that I started listening to you guys from day one because I saw that Charlie had posted a video with a thumbnail, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I just started. I like the podcast because you guys it sounded like my conversations that I used to have with my friends and shit. So like that was pretty cool. So in 2018, I was in like a really bad relationship, and it was like really hard on my mind. So like some nights I'd have like really bad nights where I won't be able to sleep, and then I just, I'd sort of put on the podcast and listen to it to help me fall asleep. And that was really the time when I decided that like, whenever I start earning money, I'm probably going to become a patron. So that's how I sort of ended up here, and I've been listening for like all the 4 years that you've been doing this stuff, and that's some pretty cool stuff.
Well,
That's
thanks,
sweet,
man.
man. Well, we appreciate
It's
that.
a nice story.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
do appreciate that.
It feels good that it helped you through that.
Yeah, it really did, man. That's sort of why I became a patron. So like I wasn't even in college when this podcast started, and I've like done that whole stuff and now have a job and like a decent relationship as well. So like yeah, doing good.
That's crazy. So you
Well,
went
we're
through
proud of you.
went through all 4 years of college in the time the podcast has been going on.
It's making me feel so
I
old.
know,
Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Nuts.
Fuck.
We should start a scholarship
I
program.
had 3 years of college. So not that long, but like I
Oh,
hadn't
okay,
started
that's better.
when the podcast started, so like it's still been a long time.
Fuck.
That is
We got
insane,
some
dude.
people through college. Fuck me.
No, they got themselves.
Yeah, Jesus, Andrew.
I'm sick of
I
giving
think it was
ourselves
through
credit.
our witty banter that they were able to
We do
graduate.
nothing. We
Our
get way too
jokes
much credit as it
Pay the
is.
tuition.
My first year of
Holy
college,
dick.
I had like a 2-hour long commute every day to college because I used to live with my cousin.
Holy
And like
shit.
the podcast was literally the only thing that got me through those commutes. Like I listened to episodes like 2-3 times because of that.
Jeez.
So yeah, you guys have been a big part of my last 4 years. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you for
You've been a
listening.
big part of ours, really,
Yeah,
as
thank
well.
you.
Even if possibly you don't know, like you patrons make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Especially with all these sweet stories and stuff. That's kind of what makes it feel like doing this is worth it as well. Like hearing how it's impacted people. I don't know. I like that. I don't know how you boys feel.
Yeah, I think it's extremely
Obviously,
wholesome
yeah.
stuff, man.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
I always love these
No,
stories.
I don't want to go with the whole correlation thing here, but I will say 2 of the last 3 people we brought on have literally had their lives changed for the better thanks to the podcast. He's in a better relationship now. Brady's lost 100 pounds. I'm just saying.
True.
Honestly, yeah, that I sort of help. I mean, you guys probably find this stupid, but like some of the stuff that you guys say on the podcast, especially Kaya, because like I agree with a lot of the stuff that he says. even though I know a lot of people don't. So like that sort of helps me keep my mind straight and like not like do stupid shit, basically.
I agree.
So yeah.
I also think I'm right. Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm really glad that's this thing we started as a gag, just for shits and giggles, out of Jackson's ideas now. Somehow helping people sometimes. It's still weird to hear that.
People really don't understand how we fully expected this to die after like 6 episodes. We thought we'd get bored of it, or it was just such a fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Also, we started this before the podcast wave even hit. We didn't even think podcasts were going to be around that long.
Yeah,
it's true. We're always first to everything, goddammit.
Yeah. We called out Hollywood pedophiles before it was ever even known. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why we're official, boys. We earned that title.
You guys helped the Misfits create the podcast, so there's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for supporting us, and thanks for taking the time to call in. Appreciate it.
All right.
No problem.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Andrew...
Oh,
hold on real quick.
Well, I was going to say... Yeah,
are you guys recording the whole call? Because
I am.
Kaya is.
Yeah, Kaya is. I am too as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. Andrew, were you gonna pick someone?
I'll pick someone.
Yeah,
sure.
we're going in Jack order.
That's a good idea.
Each of us gets one choice.
Yeah, all right, I'll go ahead and pick somebody. All right, the first person who actually sent me an I'll pick Nova. He was ready. He had my ready to go. Instead of just saying me, he made sure to call me out to my face. I respect that. So, Nova, you are on the air.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Hey, man. Yeah, we can.
Hey.
I'm going to take a note out of Crom's book. I'm looking at tacos right now.
Ooh, good choice. Mixing it up.
Yeah, I've been listening for like the past 3 years, and you guys have had a pretty good impact on me. Around the time I didn't have a lot of friends, so I sort of liked having something I could listen to that I found pretty funny, and it sort of was like a conversation. And Charlie, you're probably one of my favorite YouTubers I've ever watched.
Oh, that was wholesome. Thanks, man.
My first video of yours that I watched was...
No, sorry, go ahead, Nova.
My first video of yours I watched was like a couple of years ago when a friend showed me your Papa's Burgeria video. That is one of the funniest fucking videos on the face of the earth. That video is so damn funny.
Do you think that's still his best video
Magnum
to
opus.
this date? It's all been downhill from there.
Chasing that shadow.
Yeah, it's one of my personal favorites.
I appreciate that, man.
This makes me proud.
Well, do you have any questions or anything that you would like to ask us while you're on the air?
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit anxious right now.
Yeah, it's okay. Spare the tacos some.
Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah. Describe the taco you're looking at right now. All right, good talk.
No, he is
Fuck you, Andrew.
It's okay, Nova.
I'm just messing with him.
Yeah, I'm just really big fans of all you guys.
Yeah.
Andrew, bring back the Reddit roasts.
Oh God, that's
Jesus Christ.
That's such a fucking well. I mean, I'm just giving you shit though. Like, it takes guts to want to come on in front of people when you're just fans of something.
Yeah.
So hey, man, even if you don't have much to say, I respect you for wanting to volunteer to get up on stage and talk to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sweet, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, Charlie, keep up those Yu-Gi-Oh card openings. I love them.
Oh, I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. It might,
He is genuinely
might be a
addicted.
mental illness.
It genuinely
Destroy
is.
his life.
Yeah. Podcast might not go on for much longer.
Bullshit. We're gonna find you in a ditch in Las Vegas covered in Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
We're gonna have to stage an intervention.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right. Thank you, Nova, for
thank you,
calling.
Nova.
Thank you, Nova.
Thanks for having me on, boys.
No, thank you.
All right,
I
Charlie,
was
it
gonna
is your turn
say,
to go.
once I was gonna say this makes me really proud because, especially in this day and age where just social media and media in general just makes people miserable, news, politics, and all that shit's just hearing from people about how for a few hours a week we make their lives a little bit better, it feels good. It makes
That's pretty crazy.
makes me feel better. It makes me feel better too.
Well, honestly, boys, I don't know about you guys, but this show makes my life better too. Like, I look forward to the 1.5
Wow, what are you, a
hours we
pussy,
spend together
Jackson?
each week.
Jesus.
Fucking
Yeah.
Shut up,
it's
loser.
a job, Jackson.
Okay, sorry. Never mind.
He likes
Never mind.
work. Wow.
I don't. It's bad. Don't like Friends.
Well, before I pick though, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I've been holding it in for a minute. I'll be right
Oh
back.
Jesus Christ! Okay,
I'm sorry.
well
I
then
have to pee so fucking bad.
I'm gonna take the turn then, and you can pick after me.
Okay, I'll
It'll
be right
still.
That sounds fine.
That's fine.
That's not Jack order, but that's fine.
I mean, if you spell it, it'll still be pronounced Jack. So I wanted to get
It's a
Animus
silent K.
random, if you're ready, because he
Okay.
said that I and Duck helped him get a job, and I'm kind of curious as to how the fuck we did
Ooh.
that. Animus, you there? Oh, I might have to pick someone else if you're not.
Let's give him a second.
Okay.
Animus Random. Hello?
Oh, he muted himself.
He's shy. He's got stage fright.
Oh, okay.
Remember, if it... Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Hey.
I had push to talk on. I'm a retard.
That's okay.
Okay.
Hey, man.
That's fine.
So yeah, you and Doug helped me get a job because I remember on your server, you guys were doing a Dr. Love and then you got bored of that. And so I was like, hey, can you look at my resume? And you guys did.
Oh,
You and Doug
aren't you
did.
the Sandy Hook
Yeah.
victim?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. This is fucking hilarious.
Wait,
so
what does
this
that mean?
Animus sent us. So Doug does a lot of hiring, and he knows what to look for in a resume. And this guy asked for help. Hey, can I privately DM you guys my resume? Can you tell me what's wrong with it, what's good with it, what I should change? And we noticed that the address he had listed was wherever the fuck Sandy Hook is. And turns out that
Just Sandy Hook.
it led to a funny conversation. So that was a fun date. Did that actually help you? Our advice?
Oh, it did. I got an interview like a few days after that, and I got my first co-op internship. With a private company.
Nice.
Awesome.
Real
So
nice.
that they actually... Doug actually got you a job. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I contributed.
inadvertently. No, you didn't. I doubt it.
Uh,
Wait, so...
If anything, you put him down and made him work harder to get around
Yeah,
you.
you probably bullied him.
no, I did not.
Wait, so Animus, this might be a sensitive question, but you genuinely were around Sandy, like the Sandy Hook incident?
Yes, my sister was actually in the school. She's safe. She's fine.
Okay.
I was in
Crisis
middle
actor.
school at the time during the lockdown. Oh yeah, that
So
that last
how
episode
much-
with the other guy
yeah,
was really
I
hard.
was going to ask.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
I looped in and out of that episode from time to time because I'm like, oh my god. Because I had a job before that. My school had a thing where I could get a job with the town, so I worked for the municipal center at 14. And the guy told me about sometimes there'd be this one conspiracy theorist, who'd walk in there and just start berating people and just asking so many questions. And he told me, John, just ignore him. Just ignore him and walk away.
Wow.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine now. I mean, I can laugh about it mostly. I mean, the last episode was really funny. It was just, I looped in and out when, I was like, this guy's off his meds.
Yeah, I'm sure it hit like completely different for someone who's actually.
Whoa.
Jackson, what the
Been there.
fuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit, my audio just. What the fuck's happening?
What did you do?
Jackson's getting really
Steve
passionate
Illuminati.
about this.
He leaned in to whisper it in your ear.
No, I don't know what just happened. My weird. Only one side of my channel spiked. Then it was weird. Anyway, I was saying it must hit different what he said for someone who was actually in the vicinity of such an event. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Well, apparently
the
there's-
stuff that he was saying.
By the sounds of it, there's conspiracy theorists, even if they're in the vicinity. You said this guy was in your town and he shows up periodically to fucking talk shit about
He
the
wasn't
incidents.
in the town. He wasn't in the town. He just liked to travel there. I think he was from Jersey or
Jesus,
something.
what a lunatic.
And he had
What
like
an
a vlog or a
asshole.
YouTube
Tourist
channel or something.
destination. Holy shit.
This guy was committed.
Wow.
He was
Fuck.
going to expose the truth, and he was going to get that out of 14-year-old me.
So,
What
and
a
his plan to
reprehensible
do this was
motherfucker.
he was gonna rant and rave at the mayor's office who, you know,
Yeah,
which is
just, like,
presumably
random
in on the
secretary.
conspiracy, right?
Right. Jenny from HR, who brings in the bagels, knew everything.
Yeah, the secretaries there, I'm sure they
Jesus.
loved getting yelled at by that lunatic. Oh, that fucking sucks.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
I love the podcast. I'm glad I could have been there for that Dr. Love and gotten my resume through. Now I got some co-op credits, so I can graduate within the next year.
Good to hear it, man.
It's great.
Happy.
Great.
Yeah, excellent.
Something good came of
Thanks
Dr.
for
Love.
calling in, man. And thanks for listening. We
Hey,
appreciate
thank
For
you,
all the
man.
content.
And supporting. All right, thank you, Animus. I'll mute. Oh,
Okay.
he muted himself. Thank you. Well, Charlie, it's your turn now.
Okay, let me see. I'll pick a name I recognize.
Pick Brady. He looks cool.
Yeah, Brady guy's probably got a lot to say.
He's probably sweating again.
But Charlie, make sure you're choosing someone who's actually like asking to be chosen. though.
Yeah.
Man, the chat's
Yeah,
fast. Holy shit.
I recognize Hydraulic Met from Patreon and streams. His name's David.
Yeah,
So if you could unmute him.
I know that man as well. Nice man.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Howdy.
Hey, man.
I'm just in the middle of my frat meeting, so
Jesus, he's David.
Can you put
crossing
us on speaker?
no. Definitely not. What's up?
Not much, man. How are you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
What frat are you rushing, or what frat are you in?
It's a pretty small frat. I can even actually no. I'm not gonna shout out the school because
yeah, don't
do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, are they like a partying frat? Are we talking like some kind of Christian accounting frat or something?
I mean it depends, I guess, but I like to say it's a little bit of a party frat. But it's pretty small though. It's like less than like 30 people probably.
Oh, okay.
More
so
just it's like a small bro hangout rather than like a giant party kind of thing.
I get you. Well, it's better than nothing. So what's going on, man?
Yeah. Are we interrupting? Do we choose a bad time?
No,
Did they dare you to do
I'm
this?
anxious as fuck.
That's okay. Start some food. I've heard it helps.
Well, it's part of their hazing process. Call into the official podcast.
So are you currently rushing it? So are you doing any like hazing shit?
No, I'm already in the frat. I'm not
okay.
rushing it. I'm a sophomore.
So are you sticking it to those freshmen with some awesome hazing shit?
Yeah, totally. In the
They make
meetings
them fuck
that we
sheep.
can have, we can't even have meetings with COVID.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, what's the point of being in a frat then?
No, I was just about to say, this has to be the worst time in history to be
Absolutely
in college.
the worst. It's basically this sucked. It's one of the worst times to be in college, definitely.
Yeah, you can't party, you can't be around too many people, which is like the whole fucking point of college. It has to be miserable.
Even dining
Isn't the point
court,
of college to get an education?
like the dining court experience is awful. You have
Oh,
to pre-order. You have to pre-order your food. I mean, in a way, it's nice. You can just go and pick it up and leave immediately. But it's like so. It's all lines and it's very regulated.
Yeah,
No
no.
social life.
No, not at all. It's so weird walking around campus. It's basically bare.
I
that
honestly
sucks,
couldn't
man.
imagine
Usually
it.
filled with thousands of people, but then school starts this year and there's no one fucking around.
Well, that sucks. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
that'd
hear
be terrible.
I don't have anything else to say.
that. That's okay.
I didn't expect to get picked.
Well, appreciate
you should always expect to be picked on the official podcast.
That's such a bold fucking move from this man. He's in the middle of a frat meeting and then just comes on with nothing in the middle of something else and has nothing to say.
He just knew he had to be here.
It's over Zoom. We have to do the meetings over Zoom too. So I have them muted. I can't hear them at the moment. If they need me, then they're
What
out
the
of
fuck
luck.
is there even a meeting for in the middle of COVID? What are you going to talk about? Not
It's-
meeting? Not having fun?
It's like just bullshit stuff. Like, oh, you got to raise money because
Ugh.
we run philanthropies to raise money for the frat. to basically
Oh
pay
my
our own
gosh.
dues.
That's the lamest
Yeah.
frat.
Basically, it's a whole business. It's pretty lame right now. Yeah.
Most frats do that, Kaya. Most frats do that
Really?
exact same
Yeah.
thing, not just small ones.
So it's not like-
philanthropy
It's
is
a lot of
big thing they have to
fundraising,
do.
basically.
Yeah.
I assume that people like me and maybe Jackson. Let me know if I'm wrong, but we just watch shit like American Pie, and that's what we assume American colleges are like.
We don't have frats over here
Yeah.
or anything like that.
We neither.
Closest is like special groups for hobbies, I guess.
Clubs is what it's called.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound so cool in real life if you're telling me that you guys just do bake sales and shit.
Yeah, sure. Wait, surely you still do like hazing shit. Like, what's the, or is that illegal
Well,
now?
my
for
frat doesn't really
universities?
haze, just because we think that's fucked.
Even at my university, hazing was kind of obsolete, except for a couple like really hardcore ones where they'd put like a pineapple in your ass cheeks and make you walk like 100 feet.
There's a couple, but they get kicked off when it's heard about. There's one
Yeah.
I heard about. They waterboarded the freshman with vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
That's pretty cool.
is kinda
that's
cool.
pretty
Why is it most hazing things are usually like straight bro dudes doing things to each other's asses? That's all it seems to come down to.
I mean, Jackson, that's just the male condition. Like, we have this podcast and we talk about our jacking off habits most of the time. That's just, that's just what you do.
I wouldn't fiddle with your guys' assholes. At any
Yeah, but
point.
you'll talk about your asshole to us, won't you?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, so
though.
you'd put a
That's way
pineapple in your
different.
ass and walk around for my amusement, but you wouldn't put a pineapple in my ass.
What?
Is that a negative?
That was philosophical. What a conundrum.
Have you asked? Like nicely?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, if I did it, it wouldn't be hazing.
What if it was
Andrew.
for, like-
It'd just be
If you had to save
Fun.
my life doing it, Jackson, would you?
what? Finger your asshole?
Yeah, just do anything to my ass. Like it's life-saving
Yeah.
medical, like CPR, but to my ass.
How would that be life saving?
I don't know. Just go
Like I have
the-
to finger your asshole to see if you got
Well,
ass cancer or
Jackson's under a
something?
lot
That
of
saves your life?
Jackson's under a lot of pressure. Jackson, would you finger it if it just felt really, really good?
No. Fuck yes, maybe.
Maybe one day.
Jackson, you can't.
Depends how good it. Well,
Jackson, we meet up.
I'd be taking Kaya's word at that point.
No,
You'd
okay.
just be saying, "Hey, hey Jackson, my asshole feels really good." Finger it.
No, okay, Jackson, we meet up.
I don't know if I want to take his word.
We meet up again in America. Okay, you come home for some reason. You were alone out. You find Charlie, me, and Andrew on the floor, unconscious, asses bare. You find Tiana also. She's like bloodied, barely holding on to her life. She says, "You have to lick one of their asses. It's the only way." And maybe there's like demonic symbols on the floor. Maybe it's like some sort of a summoning gone wrong. Would you?
Wait, where are you? Where are you
On the
at
floor.
that point?
I told
he's
you,
with
the three
us.
of us
Oh,
are
yeah.
unconscious on the floor needing
Oh, the
help.
three of you.
Yeah.
Would you lick one of
So
our
I have to
asses
lick-
to save our
I have to-
lives?
Yeah.
Oh, only one of you?
Yeah, licking one ass saves the life of all three
Yeah,
in this chain ritual.
it breaks
The
the
antidote
curse.
is in all of our it's in all of our asses, but you only need enough antidote from one
Well, that
ass.
doesn't make
It
sense.
will banish the
That doesn't make
Babadook.
sense.
No, yeah, just go with it. Would you or not?
It would make more sense if the antidote was on my tongue and the only way to deliver it was by
Fine.
licking
Why
your
do you
asshole.
want to lick all of our asses?
Jesus.
That's what you get.
Okay, fine, no. Well, fine. Yes, I would obviously save 3 lives. I would take the bullet and lick someone's
Whose
asshole.
ass though, Jackson?
Who's
No, I'm
There's
not
a
gonna
correct
answer that. I'm
answer.
not
who's
gonna
got
Chad's
the
giving you
cleanest
hints.
stumper?
Yeah, actually, who does have the cleanest
Let me
ass?
tell you something.
know,
Kaya's
it
is a
is
fucking
absolutely-
minefield. Don't go in there.
Yeah, no,
Are you insane?
Kaya's is
It's
choosing
absolutely
wrong.
Kaya.
I fucking
He fucking
sterilize my
power
ass.
washes that shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's all. But think about what's going out of the ass, though, Jackson. You have to think of
True,
volume,
true.
like pure.
Yeah, but I
Also,
didn't-
I don't.
I'm not talking.
I don't want-
I'm not
I-
talking after the
I
shit
think
and
I would enjoy
before
it the most too.
cleaning. I'm talking my ass is in its default state of being clean.
Yeah, but
I think it's also different if the asshole I'm licking is clearly enjoying it. I think that turns it into something else. Like Kai would definitely be enjoying it. So
Like I'm gonna come to like,
I don't
keep
know.
going.
yeah, I'm gonna go in there for the lick and I'm gonna get cum all over my face. It's just gonna shoot me.
But even still,
that's an additional thing.
Again, going back to Kai's asshole, his is probably significantly hairier than Andrew's and I. So it'd be like playing this on expert difficulty. You'd have to fight to the objective.
True. Even if you knew that it was sterile, it is still hairy. Like it's gonna it's gonna feel like licking a pineapple or a carpet. Who do you go with?
Fuck. Andrew, what's your asshole like?
It's pretty mild, I'd say. It's got a bold country flavor. I don't know.
Barbecue.
I'd say for a man of my stature and a man of, I don't know, my complexion, my asshole's pretty much what you would expect. There's no surprises down there.
Well, that's disgusting. I was hoping for a surprise, like a really nice asshole. But
you have to pick one.
All right. So is it better to lick hair instead of an anus then? Because maybe licking a hairy anus would be better.
No, why would that be better? That's
Why? That'd be way worse.
Because you're not actually touching the
okay,
asshole.
well, going back to your original lore though, if the antidote's on your tongue, you would want as much antidote going to the actual asshole instead of the hair.
Oh, but that means I'd actually need to plunge my tongue in.
Like,
it's not just a...
No. Let's say all three of us got bitten by a snake in our assholes and you have to suck the poison out.
Oh no, you're making this way worse. No.
Do you do it?
So all three of us got bitten in the asshole by a snake, and we were human caterpillaring, so you only have to suck the bottom asshole out.
So I have to penetrate.
We all got bit in the asshole. We knew the only way to survive was forming a human centipede. And then Jackson happened to walk in and went, "My God, they're all poisoned."
Yeah, that's the
What do
first
you
thing
do,
you
Jackson?
What I do best.
Are you just gonna let us die?
What? How does licking one of your anuses save the rest? That's
It
what
was
I
a
wanna
curse,
do before I
Jackson.
can-
Going back to Kaya's original theme of a curse makes the most
you're
sense.
mixing up words, though. Okay.
It's a snake curse. Whatever. How would you?
You all have hairy anuses, right?
Yeah, Jackson, there's a right answer. Like, I don't know why. Like, so just going by even appearances, it should be pretty obvious. So,
Hey,
Kaya
how did we get here from rat talk?
oh, I totally forgot.
Oh, you're still here?
So hang on, Hydraulic, I'm gonna have to mute you. Stay out of this. I need an answer.
We moved on.
You created a monster.
Thanks for joining us.
I don't want a distraction here. Jackson, answer please. Sorry,
Wait, but
I
hold
think
on,
Charlie
Jackson.
was talking.
Yeah. So I was going to give you a hint. So looking at Kaya, he has a very dark and hairy anus. Like, look at his hair. Look at me.
clean.
I also have very butt clean, but there's a lot of obstacles, a lot of debris. And then me,
obstacle
dark
course.
hair, hairy anus. But look at Andrew. Andrew has light complexion, light hair. His anus probably has significantly less hair and not as thick, just judging by the rest of his body.
It could be shitty
I would
still.
take that bet. Yeah. Without. Well, no, I have a clean anus. I wipe myself very properly. Thank you.
He does have a bidet.
I have a bidet. I do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So actually, yeah. If I had to just blindly pick, I'd probably say I have the most appealing anus.
Yeah, I would also say that.
I would
still say I have the
definitely
cleanest.
say it's between Kaya and Andrew. Charlie, you're completely out because you don't shower for like 3 days apparently. So your anus is out of just. I bet it's a wreck down there, honestly. So honestly, yeah, I think I'll go Andrew.
Yes.
Hey.
I think
Thank
Andrew
God.
would be the right call.
Jackson, if it makes you feel any better, if I were in the same scenario, I would pick you without even hesitating.
What the fuck?
I know
This is
for a
sweet.
fucking fact Jackson has the prettiest anus of all of us.
I can already just assume he has almost no hair down there.
None at all. It's like a
more
fucking
peach
smooth-
fuzz.
Smooth, silky
No.
skin.
I can nip that in the butt. I probably have, if not the hairiest, probably the second
No,
hairiest.
I
right
lean
next
in
Kaya.
to take a
No,
taste and I smell like lavender somehow. It's going to be great.
There's a
Andrew's
mint in
gonna lean
there.
in, peel off your little MeUndies like a wet Band-Aid, all sweaty and nice. It's gonna get a whiff of it. Gonna prepare.
See, this is what I mean by
Salivates a
Kaya
little.
enjoying this too much.
Wet his appetite. Kiss you
Clearly
maybe in
enjoys
the
it too
small of your
much.
back. Kiss your dimples, and then slowly move his way
This is sexual
down.
harassment.
Before breaking the curse.
Kaya's going to have his dick buried deep in Jackson's ass and go, wait, I'm supposed to be licking this. I forgot.
We're not meant to be creating our own fan fiction.
Isn't
was
that what
supposed
this
to be
episode
awful.
is?
It's supposed to be a scientific discussion of how you'd break a snake ass bite curse.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I just wanted to see if
ended
he'd
up
do
with
it
me
at
and
all.
Andrew 69ing.
which is
wanna-
nice.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that.
No, it's not a question. I would definitely do it. Like,
Thank
I
you.
would have
Thank
to
you.
if
Yeah.
there were 3 lives on the line.
Yeah.
I still want to imagine the scenario where all 3 of us get bitten on our assholes by a poisonous snake
Yeah. You'd think we'd learn after the first one.
on the asshole too.
Yeah.
For this to happen, we all would have had to be naked at the same time in the same room.
And trying to like smother the snake with our cheeks.
One at a time. Fucking Charlie gets bit, Andrew goes into smother.
It's like trying to
those
cannonball on it.
Dragon Ball episodes where all of Goku's friends try to beat the one bad guy and they all die and he has to save the day. Well, thank you, Jackson.
Yeah, thanks for
being
coming
a
on the
hero.
show, Jackson. I'm going to mute you now.
The things I do for my boys.
Aw.
All right,
Hey,
what?
you still here, David?
Do we want? Who?
That's hydraulic.
Hang on, I think I have him muted.
He's muted.
Let's see. Was it mechanical hydraulic or just hydraulic?
Is it my
Oh.
turn to describe my asshole now?
Would you lick our assholes?
That's breaching a line. I
Yeah,
think.
this is.
That might be a.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
be
I'm not-
careful.
Nah, that sounds kind of gay, man. I'm gonna stick to the boys here. Sorry, no strangers.
I honestly have no fucking clue how you guys got on that tangent.
I think it started from
It was all
hazing.
thanks to you. I
Yeah,
think
it was hazing.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
the things you do to us, David.
Sorry, your frat is not this exciting.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as exciting. The meeting's actually over now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're in that little rant. Thanks for having me on, though. I guess for the.
No,
Yeah,
thank
thanks,
you for
man.
giving us content.
I like the hesitation. Thanks for having me on, I guess.
Yeah, of course, of
For
course.
the asshole rant.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
See you guys.
Thanks for supporting us. See you, man. Bye.
All right. Did you guys want to take more calls or should we wrap it up? We're almost at 2 hours.
We're hitting 2 hours.
No, I kind of want to just go for 7 more minutes, hit 2 hours because
Okay.
that's a big milestone for the
Okay.
200th episode. That feels
So
good.
let's
But I feel like I'm
let's
starving.
lightning round. We'll all do another
up.
one, but they'll get like a minute. How about
It
that?
has to be very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm choosing.
Yes, Jack order.
Okay. Jesus, I can't even read it.
If you scroll up, the chat pauses scrolling.
Okay. Let's go with Luro, the first name I kind of saw. Scroll to find,
Shit,
scroll to find
hi.
it.
I just wanted to say I'm like a huge fan and I'm nervous.
Look at tacos or
Yeah,
whatever.
pull up the
Look at
sandwiches.
food.
It works, man.
Food or
Yeah,
assholes.
no, I've been listening been listening for 3 years. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh,
You guys are great at what you do. You always make me
thank you,
laugh
man.
like harder than anything
Oh.
else.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you guys.
lightning round. Thank you. Thank you
but,
for the.
but thank you. That was very fast.
Yeah, straight to the point. Thank you very much, Luro. All right,
Andrew.
I'm up. Oh, look at him go. It's like a lottery. It's
many
overwhelming.
people.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Mr. Oh boy. Oh, I lost it.
It's fucking hard.
can
Well,
ask Andrew.
this guy added me, but he said I don't know. I don't know if that means he actually wants to come on the show or not.
He's just letting you know he doesn't want to go on.
All right, yeah,
thank
he's confirmed. Gwonkle has given me the yes after the I don't know. So Gwonkle, you are on the air. What's up, buddy?
Yo,
Hey.
Hey.
so I don't really know what to say. That's kind of why I said I don't know, but
Say something.
Quick.
I've been listening to y'all for the past like 3 years. I just subbed to your Patreon like last week.
Oh wow.
Excellent.
A
Now,
new
which tier
convert.
did you pick? The $5 or the $50,000?
I was tempted to do the $50,000. I only have like a couple hundred in my savings, but god damn it, it would have been worth it.
You can take out a mortgage on it
Yeah.
if you like. We have plans. Payment
Yeah, we
plans.
should do a financial plan.
Yeah, do you have like a financial advisor I could
Yeah.
talk to?
Yeah, his name's Brady. He shames you into buying it.
Wait, where is he? Oh, okay. Fuck, I need the sandwiches.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions for us in this lightning round?
Lightning round.
Oh yeah. That's right. Do y'all know who smells the best? Like, do y'all have like a smell ranking?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's Andrew. The obvious
I don't
answer is
Probably
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew uses like actual cologne sometimes. Like he smells very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did not
would have
expect
been
that.
important. That's an important detail you didn't mention during the asshole question.
Well, yeah, because it's kind of irrelevant to
He
asses,
doesn't.
though.
He doesn't put cologne on his arsehole.
Yeah,
surely.
you don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, you don't know
And I
that.
don't want to lick cologne either.
Yeah, the cologne would probably
I like the
taste
smell of
worse
cologne, I
than
don't wanna lick
ass.
Well, thank you, Charlie. That was really quick. I'm
Yeah,
flattered.
no,
Damn.
that was easy. Definitely,
No.
Andrew.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll say myself then. Fuck it. Why not?
Are y'all gonna release scented candles of your own fragrance?
We should.
I think that'd be cool.
That's
that'd
not
be
a
really
bad
cool.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll debate it. We'll talk about it.
I did have the idea like 2 years ago to make our own colognes, but I looked into it and it was quite expensive, so it went on the back burner. But now maybe.
Well, thanks for coming
Yeah,
on,
maybe.
Guankle. Thanks for the lightning round there.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Guankle.
Take it
Appreciate
easy.
Hearing from you.
Charlie, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'll look for a name I recognize. Let's see.
Come on, pussy.
Yeah, hurry up already.
Okay, we'll do. I think I recognize this name. I don't remember their real name, but I think I know this one. Fierce Deity. Fierce Deity Shadows.
Yeah.
Full name.
Oh yeah, I recognize that name
recognize
as
it.
well.
How do I?
Deity?
How,
Did
am
you
I?
say deity?
Am I here?
Deity.
Hey,
Yeah, Deity.
you're here.
Deity.
Yeah,
Am I
deity.
here?
Yes, you're here.
You are.
Yes, how
We
do you
can
say
hear
your
you.
name?
Hey.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try not to have a panic attack. This is the greatest day ever. Okay.
Look at a pizza.
Do you have
quick.
sandwiches? Do you have sandwiches on another tab?
I'm on my phone because I'm poor as fuck and I can't afford good things. I'm not trying. Okay, that's not what I'm here for. Okay. Jackson,
Hi.
I love Legos too. I'm with you on the
Okay.
Legos thing. Don't let them
Okay.
bully you. Thank
Fuck
you for
yeah.
helping me pick a shirt.
Okay, wait, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to defend you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Andrew, you are funny as hell. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Your arsehole smells good.
I found you through the podcast, and I'm glad I did. Charlie, you have changed my life. I never thought that could be anyone so real on the internet anymore these days, and I just appreciate everything that you do and your honesty and all your stories about like your like college days and whatnot. I am relating to so hard. I'm about to graduate from community college, and I feel like I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't know. It's hard for me to find friends, and this podcast has given me that opportunity, and I thank you so much. Oh my god.
Oh, sweet. That was
wholesome.
wholesome.
Oh,
Congratulations on almost
Yeah,
graduating.
congrats on the graduation coming up.
yeah.
Did she?
I guess she's done. That's it. Thanks for coming
Did you have a
on.
heart attack? Deity, are you okay?
She just didn't want to say. She didn't want to say anything about Kyle.
That's fine. I just want to know that she didn't just have a seizure.
Maybe
Hello?
her connection died.
She said she was on her phone, so maybe.
Yeah, probably just dropped out.
I guess
yeah,
we'll
it
never
definitely
know.
has to be the connection. There's no way she wouldn't say something nice about Kaya.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's give her like
I don't think she was breathing.
a couple more seconds. I'm just hoping that she's all right.
Oh,
Come on,
man.
Shadow. You can do it.
All right.
Come back to us.
Yeah, if she messages us before the show ends, we'll bring her back.
She said internet died.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
We can leave her unmuted and she could come back if she likes. I'll go ahead with my pick then. With Cats on My Lawn. First pick if he's there. Cats, you there? Also no. Everyone's dying on us.
Did everyone's internet die?
Everyone's
Maybe.
intimidated when you pick them, Kaya.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Cats. Hello.
Hello.
Cats. Cats or fierce deity. Cats deity. Either of you. Anyone.
Nope. Choose a new one.
Fuck, that was my first pick though. Okay, Jive. You're on. Jive is one of the tsunderes who pretends he doesn't love me, but he does, and there's this homoerotic tension, and we're definitely gonna end up kissing. There's this, everyone in the server knows Jive. Hello?
Am I on?
Yes, you
Hey,
are.
man, well.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck you, Kaya.
He just thought he settled the beef.
You look like you just got out of a swimming pool full of olive oil.
I know.
And you have a fourth messy fetal alcohol syndrome.
Ooh. I know. Now that being out of the way, what's up, man? There's a lot of
That's
tension
all you had to
between us.
say.
Sexual tension.
He's
No.
done.
Not too much. What about you, Kaya?
I like you. I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. I think there's an anime arc
I
here.
think Kaya likes people who are aggressive towards him.
He likes being
mostly.
fought back against.
I like banter.
I like you too, Kaya. I think you're all right.
Thank you.
Well, now you're just being inconsistent.
So, what?
the fuck?
Who's
that?
talking? Wait.
Was that Cats?
No, I'm Jive.
Cat to you,
Oh,
Cat
what
to
the
you
fuck?
there?
Oh shit!
There he is.
Oh, I see.
We
I
have to-
see.
yeah.
Fucking, oh my god.
Oh, this is a
Oh
mess.
lord, Cats,
I
can you
can't
please
fucking
give
hear
us?
anyone though.
Oh, okay, well, we're gonna have to mute you then. I'm sorry. Jive. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Fuck me. Whatever. Jive, whose asshole would you lick?
Jackson's. No doubt.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
I think Jackson is king in that one.
Starting to get offended here, and I feel like Charlie feels the same. It's kind of discouraging
No.
that you guys don't pick our asses.
No,
You're an unshowered crowd, and Charlie's a long-haired hippie.
Yeah, no, I
Unshowered.
totally understand.
How dare you?
Yeah, you clearly don't know Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya showers perhaps too much. But anyway, regardless, I appreciate the fact that you would eat my ass. It's nice to know.
Jive.
Thank you.
Anything else to say on the lightning round? Any questions, real quick?
Yeah, Andrew, thank you for the stimulation and the conversation that you provide every single podcast. You're the only one who tries.
Thank you. Damn.
Wow.
Whoa. I feel like a big man.
Be good
you.
now.
Thank
Take
you
it
so
easy, man.
much, Jive. Jesus
thanks
Christ.
for coming on, Jive.
Thank you, Jive.
We'll talk later in private.
What a
Wink, wink.
nice man.
Hello?
Fierce. Oh, there she
Hey,
is.
Fierce Deity's
Fierce, hey,
back.
did you? We were worried.
All right. Also, I'm not a she. I'm a 21-year-old male, and I'm 5'4". I hate that phones make me sound like a girl.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I feel like a dick now.
No,
And-
no, I feel terrible.
No, you're fine. Literally, so I work at Michael's, and so I'm answering the phones all the time as a cashier, and every time I answer the phone, they're like, "Yes, ma'am, I'm looking for yada yada yada," or "Ma'am, yada." It's a so I'm used to it. Okay. Anyways, cats. I used to have a cat that could talk right before he threw up.
What?
That was fun.
What?
How's that even a skill you noticed
Okay,
in your
so-
cat? How often does it throw up?
Well, okay, it was this one time, and no one else was around, so I sound like a crazy person, but I swear to God, it was true. We don't have him anymore. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, so I don't know. He was getting ready to Ralph, and one of my dogs walked past him, and right as she walked past, he said "annoying" and then barfed.
That
Sorry.
sounds like a cat. That sounds like something a
sounds
cat
like a
would
cat.
do. Yeah,
It does.
I believe it.
Is it okay now?
Annoying.
Was
What's
it just a
going?
hairball?
This was like forever ago. I
Okay.
don't have him anymore.
Oh.
The last cat I had, she would prance around my yard with a stick in her mouth like a dog. which was hilarious.
All right, Fierce.
Uh,
To wrap up the lightning
Yeah.
round, any questions left to say?
yes. Any tips on how to pursue I don't know, YouTube being?
I'll defer to
Pursue
you, Charlie.
YouTube. I didn't understand.
Yeah, pursue a YouTube channel.
I think that most of it's luck, but the one thing that you can control is consistency. The more often you do it, the more likely you are to get that lucky break. So just being very consistent, I think, is like the only thing you can actually do.
I think
it's also important going in and actually enjoy, focus on enjoying doing it as opposed to going in treating it like don't go in trying to build something out of it. Just go and have fun. Do it that way.
That's sorry. I
That's
was
okay.
trying to say that's been my plan all along. I'm not trying to make it a career. I just don't have the equipment for it yet, and so.
I think a big one that a lot of people don't state enough as well that helps a lot is do a little research on how to make it not professional, but look like it. You know what you're doing. Learn how to make your audio sound. Well, it doesn't have to be professional, incredible, high quality with all sorts of shit, but make your video look competent, make your audio sound decent. Just do a little bit of Googling around on good voiceover audio effects and stuff. Because the days of the Wild West where you could just record something off your phone that sounded like shit and people liked it, it doesn't really work if you're trying to make content anymore. You got to kind of make it at least somewhat professional looking and sounding.
Right, because if I make it too bad sounding, I get called a Zionist.
Yeah, in a way.
Tune into Who Are These Podcasts to learn all about what not to do. It'll teach you in 100 episodes flat. All the shit we make fun of there. It's a good lesson there. All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good
luck,
round.
by the way.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay. Are we wrapping?
That finishes the lightning round. Yeah, we're wrapping here. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us for 200 episodes.
Yeah,
really insane.
Yes.
Really insane. Can't believe it's been 4 years. Just insanity. Thanks for our patrons for continuing to make this a thing. Thank you to the people that we had on this episode. They make it all possible. People like Matt, Danny, Brady, and Crom.
I think we can go ahead and drop the announcement, by the way. Guys, I know we just did to episode 200, but we can confirm episode 201 is on the way.
Woo! Yeah.
That's right. Sometime next week, episode 201 is happening, so don't think this is the end. We're going to keep it going.
Big reveal.
One more season, boys.
We renewed our own contract. Yeah. We're on. We're not stopping. We got recast for the roles. All right.
Yeah, but next season I'll be playing the part as Jackson, and Jackson will be Danny. So it'll be weird. We'll see what happens.
Clean up your arsehole. Yeah. What the fuck? I was Danny for the first 150 episodes.
Well, they liked you in it, so they want you back.
All right. Well, again, big thank you to everyone who makes this possible. Matt, Danny, our moderators, Brady, Crom, and obviously you, patrons, listeners, supporting us directly or indirectly via using our sponsors.
But
thank you to everyone.
More importantly, our sponsors. Yeah. Thanks to our sponsors. They're the ones that mean the most.
Without them, this show would be nothing.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's a mixture of everyone.
All right.
We appreciate it all. It all comes together to form the official podcast.
And as I always like to thank you to everyone out there listening just to listen, the people who don't necessarily interact or are on the Patreon or any of that. If you chose to listen to this podcast over the thousands of others on the internet, you made a good fucking decision, and we love and respect you for it.
We very much appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
We really
thank you
do.
for just, at the very least, bumping up our view count. Like, it means more than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thanks.
Yeah.
Just thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Alrighty. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week in 201.
Bye-bye.
Bye.